Hey, hello everyone. Welcome to the evening stream for September the 24th. We are Sunday today for once. I'm doing the Sunday stream. I was hoping to get this up a lot earlier, but got delayed a bit. Here we are now, so hooray for that. So, this is a stream that I've been talking about doing for a while now. A couple weeks ago, we played the demo for the new Star Ocean remake. What's that fucking thing called? I think it's like Star Ocean: The Second Story R. The upcoming remake that like totally revamps the graphic style to like this 2D sprites on high-res 3D environments kind of deal. Kind of a controversial, I guess, take on Star Ocean. It's some people love the way the new one looks, some people hate it. I hated it at first, and now I kind of like it after playing the demo. And during that demo, I talked a lot of shit about how things were back in the day. It's like, oh, old Star Ocean 2 did it like this. It's like, oh, I don't know about this new battle system, these new FMVs, this new voice acting. Oh, very, very different from how it was in the original Star Ocean 2. And I say I was talking shit there because I actually have a pretty dim recollection of the original Star Ocean 2. Like, I played it back in the day, but I played it way, way back in the day. It's probably been like 20 years since I last played the original Star Ocean 2 on PS1. I did like the game quite a bit back in the day, and I did play it a few times. So it's not like I've completely forgotten what it was like to play OG Star Ocean 2, but it has been a while, so I thought it might be fun to go back and refresh my memory and do the good old compare and contrast of the original Star Ocean 2 with the remake that we played a couple weeks ago. So, yeah, that's what we're gonna go ahead and do. Actually, let's reset this so we can see the full intro. There we go. And, yeah, welcome here, mister. How's it going today? Alright, we got chat set up. Let's get this show on the road. So yeah, Star Ocean 2. I was actually really impressed with the remake. I was actually really won over by the time we got to the end of the demo. That demo took us through the first 3 hours of the game, so I'm thinking I'm going to play through that same, you know, introductory portion that we did on the demo. Also, as much as I'm kind of tempted to do Rena's playthrough, select Rena just for the sake of variety, just to see something a little bit different. I think I'm gonna pick Claude. I know we picked Claude for the demo, but for the sake of a more direct, kind of side-by-side comparison, I think I want to go ahead and pick the same character that we did on our playthrough of the demo. So if y'all don't mind, I think it's time for Claude to advance forward right after this intro. To be honest, it's been a couple weeks and I kind of forget already some of the finer details of the demo. Like, what exactly did this opening FMV look like in the remake? I don't even remember this being here. I don't even remember if there was anything like this in the remake. I think you just go straight to the title screen. And you know, I hardly blame them. This is kind of just camera pans over a sea of stars, an ocean of stars, if you will. And then we roll the opening credits. Oh, we get a closer look at... Is this the Sorcery Globe? I think it might be. No, this is a space station. This is like a Federation space station, I think. I don't know, it looks kind of like the Sorcery Globe. I actually don't remember. I don't know what this is. It's kind of intriguing. I like the spaceships. It makes me feel like I'm playing... Oh yeah, that's the spaceship that we start on. Yeah. Starship Enterprise right here. Yeah, this is yeah, the ship that we start on at the start of the game. Really reminiscent, I think, of the Star Wars movies, Star Trek the motion picture. The famous scene where it's just like a 10-15 minute just pan around of the entire Enterprise. Camera just straight on, just makes love to the Starship Enterprise for like a good 15 minutes. Yeah. I do like the font, like the font for the Star Ocean title, way better in the original. This title screen maybe leaves a bit to be desired. I do like that font quite a bit. Don't know if I'm as big a fan of the Times New Roman font for the like the menu text down here. Okay, we got our voice collection too. Oh, it is X button to confirm. Huh. PS1 RPGs were usually circle button. So yeah, as you play through the game, you'll be able to listen to all the different battle voice clips on this menu here, and then as you unlock more of them, they kind of fill in a picture that you can make, and then I think if you get all of them, you unlock like a music jukebox as well, or something like that, which is kind of stupid because it would take it takes a ridiculous amount of effort to get all the voice clips. Like, you need to do multiple playthroughs to get all the voices, since you can't get every character in a single playthrough. And this game is kind of long. Alright, anyways, none of that really matters. Let's just start up a new game. Almost 5 a.m. here? Jeez. Waiting for the bakery. Breakfast at the bakery. Yeah, like you just get like a thing of bread, or like they serve sandwiches at the bakery? Breakfast sandwiches? Oh yeah, so I was testing this out a little bit before the stream. This is actually kind of a funny thing. This piano tune right here isn't actually... I don't think this is in... Like, this music is from any other point in the game. And in fact, they'll change this right as soon as we get off of this menu to the kind of the regular intro music. I believe this is just like a little piano tune that they wrote specifically to show off the stereo sound. I don't know if you guys can tell. It's going left, right, left, right. It's like arpeggioing between the left and right speakers to, you know, demonstrate whether you've got surround stereo or mono-aural sound. I just thought that was funny that they wrote like a whole song just for this screen right here. Whoops, I pressed the wrong button again. I think I'm going to change that as soon as we get into the game. Switch to circle button. Yeah, now this is the regular intro music. I don't think my controller has vibration, so we'll just sit it here. Then we get our choice of character. We can be Claude Kenny or Rena Lanford. It's kind of funny. These opening menus are a lot more stark than the ones in the remake. I actually find this kind of reminiscent of like RPG Maker games I used to play back in the day. Like, just so simple with just the fading JPEGs. Sprites just shifting left and right. I like the little spotlight that it shows over your character. And once again, we got a fancy font on the Hero Select text up there too. Also, Rena's apparently a happy-go-lucky girl. I don't think I would describe her as happy-go-lucky. I think she's kind of... I don't know how I'd describe Rena's personality. Prudish? Sticking them out? Just girlfriend. Just like generic anime girlfriend. That's her personality. She can be a little bit flirty sometimes, I guess. She lives in Arlia. I don't want to be from Arlia. I want to be from Earth. I want to attend Federation Academy. Ooh, majored in basic combat arts at the Federation Academy. That's actually kind of badass. And that explains how he knows how to use a sword. There's just one thing we gotta fix here. Just one thing we gotta fix. There we go. Now it'll match the voice clips in combat. We've fixed his name. Oh yeah, this is a weird thing that I totally forgot about. So yeah, by default, with the standard controls, you have to hold down the square button to move your character, which is just kind of bizarre. And then I think if you press the D-pad without pressing the square button, it changes your target. It's actually kind of like the battle system from Star Ocean 1 on the Super Famicom, which I actually hate. I think that's a terrible battle system. Because yeah, in that one you basically just like you're just moving the cursor to whatever enemy you want to attack and then just mashing the attack button. Whereas yeah, in this game, if you go full active, you actually like run up to the enemy and mash the attack button. Completely different. No targeting control. Free movement with the directional buttons. Yeah, I think we like this. I think this is what we want. Star Ocean,
the vast reaches of outer space can hold the myriad dreams of 10 billion people and still show them its infinite possibilities.
We're frozen.
Dreams expand through the vastness of space. But of course,
is it supposed to be like this?
Are nightmares.
I'll give it a second. I think it's supposed to be playing FMV right now. Oh no! No, that's just how it is. That's just how it is. That was like the intro to the intro. Oh, he's still going.
The intelligent life forms on the planet Rosonia began a conflict.
He's so quiet.
The flames of war erupted in a violent maelstrom. In the space year 342,
oh, that's our guy.
Aboard the battleship Karnaz,
our dad.
He led our forces to victory in battle against Rosonia and received the Medal of Valor.
This is cool. I totally forgot about this intro. Yeah, this is Star Ocean 1. That's the final boss. If you played the original on Super Famicom. In the remake of Star Ocean 1, the final boss looks completely different. He doesn't turn into a giant monster like that.
He was promoted to Admiral at the unprecedented young age of 38. He was my father, and no one respected him more than me.
Wait, he was supposed to be...
He held a fine position as an officer in the Earth.
He was supposed to be 38 in that flashback scene?
Yet, I am my own...
Or no, I guess he got promoted years later. Maybe that's the idea.
Admiral Ronicus J. Kenny, hero of the Earth Federation.
Oh, it's Ronicus, not Ronixus.
And now, I am here.
Yeah, and then he kept talking past the end of the FMV also. Yeah, that was so bizarre. And again, since it's been 20 years since I played the original, I can't remember if that's how it's supposed to be or not. Don't know what it's called in English, government. It's a crusty dough thing filled with chocolate. Oh, I used to know what those are called. I forget. Korone eats them in Holocure. Any results different from the pre-landing survey? So this I remember from the demo. Yeah, this looks totally different. Like, it's more dark and ominous. Yeah, I do think I like this opening scene a lot better in the original. As basic as the sprite work is, it is kind of neat how in the remake they zoom in on the sprites a bit more. You kind of get a close-up of the characters. That lightning is pretty loud. I turned up the volume a bit for that intro, since the voices are a bit quiet. Let's change it back. Oh, here we go. Dad's gonna give us something to defend ourselves with. Deadly weapon phase gun. That's right. Set phase gun to kill. It's armed and ready. Because yeah, here, like, with the camera all zoomed out, we can barely see what we're looking at. Like, we don't really get a good look at our characters. That's actually one thing that's kind of a bit better in the remake, I think. Get a nice close-up camera shot for this opening so you can actually tell what the characters are supposed to look like. I do kind of miss the character portraits too, even if I don't really love the new art style of the character art in the remake. Also, check out that fancy down arrow at the end of the dialogue box. Oh, it's so good to not have that stupid little text pop-up animation anymore, too. See, the text just scrolls in one character at a time, like a normal video game. That was such an eyesore. The way that the letters would do this, like, totally over-animated like bounce up into place all across the text box. I hated that. That was like my #1 complaint about the remake. Oh, and as far as Crod looking super generic, I've actually kind of come to like his design over the years. I talked about it on when we were streaming the remake. He looks like a total dork, and that's it kind of suits his personality, at least the way that he's voiced and written in the remake. Hey there, Deep Fry. Yep. Welcome to the weekend stream. Yeah, I've been wanting to do this for a while. Go back and refresh my memory on the original Star Ocean. Or the original Star Ocean. The original Star Ocean 2 on PS1. I like how all of the other guys just completely avoid the obvious control box over there. That lightning is really unpleasant sounding. I like to think they're deliberately ignoring it to give Crod something to do. This is like his entrance exam. It's like, okay, let's figure out if he's dumb enough to completely miss this control box over here. We do have the full menu. Check it out. Oh, it actually doesn't give you like full art, full profile art of the character. Favorite food, unknown. Ooh, let's check out his talents. Claude is original. An original kid with a sense of design and a sense of rhythm. That's kind of interesting. Like I said, I loaded this up a little bit before the stream to test it out, and I could have sworn that he had different skills. I thought that he had writing talent instead of originality. That's kind of interesting. Maybe his talents are actually randomized somewhat. Anyways, there's nothing to do in the menu right here. Let's just open up the dome, wall, whatever this is. Since the old days of the... Oh, you mean like the old days when I had the viewers, like, pick the next JRPG I was gonna play. Yeah, that's right, Star Ocean came so close to winning that poll so many times, but it never did. We never actually did play Star Ocean. Oh yeah, I was gonna change the confirm button to circle. Beep, boop, beep, boop, boop, boop. Oh, there we go. Just type it in faster. There! Good job, science officer. Now he's all about precautions. Just a second ago, he was all like, oh, you'll never be a Starfleet officer with that timid attitude, my son. You gotta be bold. And now he's all like, take every possible precaution. It's like, make up your damn mind. Phase gun will shoot when the L1 button is pressed. That seems like bullshit advice. Like, I'm hammering L1 right now, and nothing's happening. That's advice for once we get into our first combat, though, which actually won't happen for a little bit still. Oh, yeah, let's fix this. Options. Ooh, let's go fast. That's too fast. There we go. Fast message speed. I would love to adjust this window color. I would really, really love to adjust this window color. Can I put it up by like 10 at a time? This is gonna take a while. Is that seriously the only way to do it? You'd think I could hit like L and R to bump it up. Anyways, I'm gonna cancel that. Damn it. Okay, let's change it. How would I rate this next to Suikoden 2? Suikoden 2 is a lot better. I mean, I guess it depends on your tastes, as all things do. This game has an action-based combat system, which I actually like a lot better than Suikoden. Than like the kind of traditional turn-based combat system that Suikoden has. Suikoden has a much better story and much better aesthetics. Although it's actually pretty close. This game has a really good soundtrack. Maybe better than, not better than Suikoden 2's. I think I want the normal camera, but I'll wait until we get in combat. There we go. There's our key customization. I was worried this wouldn't be here. Okay, killer moves, character quick change. Alright, let's do circle for enter, X for cancel. The way God intended. How in heavens does what device function? Do we even know that it's functioning? What even is this thing? That looks like a rock. See, before he was telling us to be bold, and now he's telling us to not be reckless. Old man's contradicting himself, going senile already. Claude comes off as such an idiot in this scene here. So, like, Suikoden 2 is, like, maybe my #1 JRPG of all time. This game I actually didn't make the list, but only because of the action combat system. I was strictly limiting myself to games with like traditional JRPG combat, like turn-based combat systems. I think it kind of turns JRPGs into a fundamentally different type of game when you've got an action battle system. I'll say this, I like this better than any Tales game. Like Tales of Arise, Xillia, even Fantasia, and I love Fantasia. This is like the Tales series perfected right here. He's so surprised his eyebrows have risen up over his headband. That portal effect is way less fancy than in the remake. Also, that whole apparatus got teleported out of here. Is that a bit giant rock or a crater? It's kind of hard to tell sometimes what things are with these old pre-rendered backgrounds. Yeah, I honestly don't know if I would compare this game to Suikoden 2. It's way more analogous to, like, the Tales games. I mean, I think that's literally what Tales was originally. Or I can't remember exactly what it was. One was a ripoff of the other. I think... I can't remember. It's either some people split off from the Tales company to make Star Ocean and ripped off a bunch of Tales ideas, or a bunch of the Star Ocean guys branched off to make their own company and ripped off the Star Ocean guys. I can't remember which one it was. It must have been the Tales game. Yeah, the Tales that branched off to become a different thing, because Star Ocean was an Enix game, and that's like a big company. So yeah, I think some of the Star Ocean guys split off and ripped off Star Ocean by making Tales on the Super Famicom. Milosinia. As much as I like some of the cool effects in the remake, with like the kind of like slow fade in and the extreme close-up camera, like all the effects they did, like to kind of simulate Claude waking up on this strange planet in the remake. They did a great job with a lot of the graphical effects in the remake. I do like the look of, what's this world called again? Of this alien planet in the original, though. with like the deep green and like the vines all over the place. It looks more like an alien world than the remake does. The remake just kind of looks like a generic like RPG forest. Whereas, yeah, here we've got like some weird-looking, heavy vegetation. I've been beamed again. Alright, let's figure out where we are. Oh yeah, once again, there's trees here. Must be an underdeveloped planet. That's the first thing a developed planet does, is kill all of their trees. That woman is in trouble there. Eek! This scene works a lot better than the original. There's like some weird... Oh, that's right, we can just run around wherever we want. Eh, she's got it. She'll be fine over there. I gotta get my equipment in order. I have nothing on me. Alright, let's fight this guy. Oh, that battle transition effect is so good. Oh, this is bad. Here's the enemy. Oh, he's coming for me. Let's get him. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Okay, we got this guy. Let's fuck this guy's shit up. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Okay, time to bring out the literal big guns. Let's bring out the literal big guns. Oh my god, don't do that. Don't make me select a target. That's horrible. I don't remember this at all. Why is it asking me to press the button twice? I think I messed up my control options somewhere. He says after losing half of his hit points.
Hey!
Hey, we got a level up. Nice. I think the phaser effect looks way better in the original, too. The dialogue is a lot, I don't know how to describe it. A lot more colloquial. Maybe even a tad awkward in the original here. Man, I'm gonna get busted on the underdeveloped planets at Treaty. The frickin' Prime Directive police are gonna be all over my ass. Is there anything else we can do over here other than just admire the scenery and the sunbeams and everything? I will say this, I don't think that the sprites look that good in the emulator here. With like the way that the constant scaling and zooming on the sprites, it actually doesn't look that good in like raw pixelated format. I was testing this out before the stream, and I do. Hey, check it out! Before I demonstrate what I'm about to show off, check out the remake isn't the only one to have shadow effects. Look at how the trees cast shadows over a guy here. Light, shadow, light, shadow. It's a lot more subtle though, which I think makes it look better. Like the shadows are way too dark and the light is way too bright. It's like they were trying too hard to show off the effects. Here it's like a subtle effect. You can like almost barely notice it. But yeah, I just think it looks really cool. I think the visuals just like cohere a lot better in this version. But one thing that's going to help that even better, this is going to look awful for you guys, but this is a game that I actually think benefits the most from... Where did my presets go? These are the wrong presets. Oh, you know what? I might have fucked up. No, this is Duck Station. Huh, weird. It's giving me my GLSP shaders instead of my slang shaders. We'll see if this one works. I actually don't have the shader that I like here. It's gonna look awful for you guys, but just to demonstrate to myself. This is a game that really, really benefits from a good CRT filter. It just helps like smooth out the sprites a lot better with like a lot of the scaling and zooming effects. Also, stuff like the light beams just look amazing once you turn the CRT filter on. I actually don't think I've ever played another PS1 game that benefited quite this much from throwing on the old CRT filter. Unfortunately, I can see in the Twitch preview window that this kind of makes everything look horrible on stream. Man, even the menus look nice. What about our character art? Honestly, if I were just playing this game for myself, not streaming it, I would just have this CRT filter on all the time. It looks so good. Yeah, I know, right? It looks terrible on stream because of the compression, but like, I wish there was some way for me to show you guys what I'm seeing right now. But yeah, this is gonna look horrible for you guys, especially if you're like not watching full screen, which like nobody watches Twitch full screen. So we're gonna turn it off. We're gonna turn it off. But it just goes to show, like, there is kind of a reason to do a remake for this game. Like, it doesn't necessarily emulate perfectly cleanly. Like, I had to do some tweaking with the CRT filters to get it looking just right. It takes a little bit of effort. Once you put in the effort, it looks amazing. Yeah, honestly, you can just, like, simulate the CRT effect by just watching the stream at like 120p. I literally do that sometimes for retro game streams, actually. When I'm watching other streamers and if they're playing retro stuff, I'll sometimes watch at low resolution just to make the game look better. Hey there, Diamond Fox. I'm doing alright. If I was doing better, maybe we would have started the stream a little bit earlier, but, you know, we're here now. I'm gonna be zipping through the dialogue a little bit here. I mean, I'm not really zipping through it as much as I should. Mainly because I'm getting distracted talking about stuff. But, yeah, I am not going to pay as close attention to the dialogue this time around, since it is pretty much the same as the remake. I can tell the script is different. I actually really like the writing in the remake. That's actually one strong point in the remake's favor, actually. I think the writing is somewhat better in the remake. Earth. What the fuck is an Earth? How should I put this? I am from way after the day after tomorrow. I will say this moment right here is actually a lot fancier in the remake, where they kind of climb the hill and delay the reveal of the village. The camera's all zoomed in, and then you go up the hill and across the bridge, and then the village kind of comes into focus. I kind of love how they added little details like that to the remake. It's like she outright says, yeah, there's pretty much nothing to do in this town. Birds! Hey, we can see the moon up there. Ah, there we go. Now we're home. Good old pre-rendered PS1 town here. The buildings look like Saga Frontier to me. I haven't smelled clean pre-renders like this in so long. There's just like a certain look to this style of like PS1 RPG pre-rendered graphics that's just so distinctive. Like everything's so like just goofy looking and just like in your face with all these like bright colors and like smooth rounded surfaces all over the place. I think it looks great. I actually love this look. Again, Saga Frontier has this same look, and I loved it in that game too. Oh, Brenna's got preparations to do at home. Yeah, she's running home to tell her mom about how I'm like the hero of the time or something. Alright, let's ask some questions here. Oh yeah, did you guys see that? Whatever, we'll see it again later. You know what this game could maybe use? Is something like the finger and the arrows from Final Fantasy VII. It can be kind of hard to tell where your doors are sometimes. Like there's a door here that we can't see. There we go, that up there. Building Church. That little icon next to like the name of the place in the corner. I just love that. The way that looks. We'll see a bunch of those little icons. There's like a different icon for all kinds of different types of places. Hey, Dustbolt! Yeah, thanks so much for the resub and for agreeing with me about PS1 RPG graphics. How many different games do have this style, actually? Because I'm actually kind of struggling to think of any other than this and Saga Frontier. I guess there's Final Fantasy. Final Fantasy 7, 8, and 9. Although it's a little bit different. It's kind of a different style. I feel like they use a different style of pre-renders to like fit the proportions of the 3D characters that Final Fantasy has. Certainly FF7, I'd say, is the closest to this. FF7 is actually pretty close to this. And then FF8 and 9, they went like kind of for more realistically proportioned buildings and objects and stuff. Ooh, I'm gonna loot their stuff. Got the rose hips. I did not know that roses had hips. Oh, check this out. The 3D items. It's amazing how many of these they threw in the game. Like, every item in the game has its own unique 3D render. Like, there's no reason for them to do this. Although, with that said, would it really be any more effort than doing sprites? Because, like, sprite art can be a pretty painstaking process. I wonder if it's any more difficult to do, like, sprite art for every item in the game versus doing 3D renders like this. Like, this is just a circle with some shading on it. Doubt that it took whoever made this more than, like, half an hour to do. Yeah, as you can see, the blueberries look like blueberries. The snozberries look like snozberries. Barrel! I think this barrel exists right here in the middle of this town, specifically for Ashton to, like, fucking orgasm over it if you bring him back here for a private action. We're not gonna get that far. Oh yeah, I knew this was a thing in the game. Actually, one thing we can see immediately is that we don't have those shitty tutorial pop-ups that the remake has. I remember I was freaking out over that in the demo. There's like a tutorial message like every few steps as you're walking through this town. I need battery. No spaceship. I mean, I don't need a spaceship necessarily. How about batteries from a phaser? Do you sell batteries? I need 20D batteries. Machine. What? Oh, machine. That actually confused me for a second. Disappointed when they did away with pre-renders. Honestly, I wouldn't have known the difference back in the day. Like, I did not really understand the distinction between pre-renders and fully 3D environments. Which I think is maybe like a better way to experience these games. Like, it's not like full 3D or pre-rendered or whatever. It's just the game, you know? I'm just like immersed in the game world. Like the game is the game. There's a house, there's a barrel. Like it is what it is, and I didn't really have much awareness or interest to the technology or the methods by which they put all this stuff in the game. Actually, that's kind of a philosophical dilemma for me. Whether it's better to be aware of that kind of stuff so you can appreciate the artistry behind it all the more, or to be ignorant of all that stuff and kind of immerse yourself in the game and in the experience a bit more. I haven't really decided which is better. I guess there's merits to both. I don't know why. I said I wasn't going to focus on all the dialogue and reading all the text boxes this time, and here I am, because I can't help myself. Check that out. Check out that reflection on the water here. Let's go out to the docks. It's not such clean water. Oh, look at that. My reflection is all shadowed because we're in the shade. This is amazing. This game has the best water effects. This game, the water effects in this game with the reflections and stuff, 10 times better than the remake. Love this shit. It's funny how some little decisions can kind of affect your... like the way you perceive the story and what's going on. Like, playing the remake, what's her name, Wenda? Rena's mom seems like a much more important character in the remake just because she has a portrait. Like, she has actual character art that appears with her dialogue, which makes her seem like a much more... just seem like she's much more important to the story. Like, I found myself paying attention to the things she said a lot more just because she had a portrait. It's an interesting choice, too. Like, arguably the mayor is a more important character to the story than Westa. I guess maybe it was for, like, equality's sake. Like, Claude's dad gets a portrait, so why not Rena's mom? Also, it's kind of funny how Rena only has a mom and Claude only has a dad. Actually, maybe Claude's mom is alive. I don't know. I guess seeing as how both him and his dad are in the military, maybe his mom is back home. Cool, Rena's gonna show us around town, even though I already looked at everything around town. Tee-hee. Oh yeah, all the NPCs have different stuff to say now that Rena's with us. This is kind of charming, the way that she'll pop out and chat with all the NPCs. I'm actually not sure what all we have to do to advance the story here. That's another big change with the remake, where you got that mini-map that shows you exactly where to go and who to talk to advance the story. This might be a smooth brain take. Birds! I love that. I love that every time it happens. This might be a smooth brain take, but I actually kind of like those quest markers in these old games. In general, I'm not a fan of quest markers in games, just like always telling you where to go. It's like you actually, like, you know, games where you have your eyes fixed on the mini-map, following those quest markers, as opposed to actually paying attention to the graphics and the actual environments. But for these old games, It could be really obnoxious sometimes trying to figure out where to go next. Like, there's often no logical reason for you to be going any particular place, and the way to advance forward is just talk to some random NPC who you have no reason to think has anything to do with anything. I liked that in the Seiken Densetsu 3 remake, especially. That game was awful for that kind of thing, where you had to, like, talk to just, like... Or you had to, like, talk to specific NPCs in a certain order. Like, it wasn't enough to just talk to everyone in town. You'd have to talk to everyone in town, and then talk to them all again. Yeah, the remake of Seiken Densetsu 3 fixed that right up. Yeah, you always know exactly where to go next. Ooh, this guy sells useful things. I don't know if I have any money, though. How many coins did that gorilla drop? Wait, seriously? You've never heard of herbs? That's kind of weird, even for an officer, even for like a sci-fi officer of the Federation. I guess it's like what I was saying earlier. Earth has just, like, demolished all of its vegetation. Forget the trees, there's not so much as like a grass or herb left growing on Earth, apparently. Which I think is actually true if you look at some of the highly technologically advanced civilizations in later Star Ocean games. It's amazing they definitely punched up the dialogue in the remake. I remember in the remake they kind of turned that into like a gag line where she's like, "How are you even alive?" Ooh, those rose hips we grabbed are very valuable? No, they're not. They heal 2% HP, and yet they're worth 230 gold. This guy sells sandals, huh? Rena, we're not... Actually, I'll buy sandals for Rena. They're dirt cheap. That monkey was loaded. We got 500 bucks. That shoe does... First of all, that's not what I would call a sandal. And second, that's not what I would call a shoe for a man. But, okay, let's get Crod some high heels. Put them right on. Do, 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 do. Oh yeah, back to the over-tutorialization in the remake. So I remember freaking out every time a tutorial message would pop up. And then I did it again when we got that equipment wizard. It's like, what the heck? Equipment wizard? The game's gotta auto-equip stuff for me? Modern gamers are too stupid to go into the menu and put stuff on? And then after a couple seconds, I remembered that, oh yeah, that was in the original game too, wasn't it? The equipment wizard was a thing in back in the PS1 days too, wasn't it? His casual military jacket. You know, I honestly remember thinking at the time, like even at the time, that his weird, like, shirt style was really dorky looking. Like the way it's tucked in on the sides, but not in the front or back. I remember even thinking at the time that looked really dorky. You know, the writing is actually a lot better in the remake. I remember when I played the remake a couple weeks ago, I was kind of talking to you guys about my memories of the original Star Ocean. And like what it was like to play this game back in the day. One big thing about it, the one thing this game has a reputation for, is for having a really boring opening, where you just like spend a bunch of time walking around town, talking to people, Rena gives you the tour, then you walk around the next town. This game has a famously boring intro. And I was surprised that when I played the remake, I didn't think it was actually that bad. I actually enjoyed the dialogue with the NPCs, kind of starting to build up that relationship between Rena and Claude. Like, they get along well, they have good chemistry. She's, like, kind of flirty with him. And I see now, playing the original, just how much a lot of that was, like, just improvements to the script in the remake. Like, the text is a lot more fun to read. The characters just feel like they have a lot more personality. Conversations are more entertaining in the remake. That alone, I think, maybe justifies playing the remake over the original. Also, the layout of this house is different from the original. That's actually kind of funny how they changed stuff like that. Look at the positioning of that table. Why is it so close to the railing there? Like, what if you have more people over? You'll have to move the whole table to fit more chairs on the other side. The remake actually shifted, like, the layout of this whole house, I think. I think the table was, like, on the top side. I can't even see all that delicious food because there's that stupid beam in the way. Check out the duck there. We're having roast duck for dinner. Also, apparently Westa's dug into that cake already. I guess she had to taste it first to make sure it was worthy of the hero of light. I see some kind of salad below that cake, but I can't really see it because there's that beam in the way. Well, they really completely redid like all the locations. It is like a ground up remake. I had assumed that the 3D graphics in the remake were just like based on the renders from the original, but no, they actually redesigned these buildings from the ground up. Like, this house looks totally different. The rooms and the beds are like in a completely different style, completely different positions. Wait, are we sleeping in here? Okay, so Claude's mom is alive. There we go. I forgot about that. Rena's been gone for like a whole 5 seconds. What's keeping her? So this is Rena's room over here. Let's peek around in here. We shouldn't be going in other people's rooms without permission. Cute dolphin on the stand there. So is this where Rena's mom sleeps then? Are we sleeping with Rena's mom? Oh my. I mean, she's a widow, so I guess it's okay. Yeah, the original English translation is so plain. I really like the writing of the remake a lot better. Even like playing just this far into the original here, I can say that already. The Warrior. Oh, in the remake they call him the Hero of Light. What? Was that it? No, Heroes of Light is a Final Fantasy thing. What is going on here? Oh, hey, there's the old man. It's really warm in here right now. I thought that the good weather was over for the season. That might be true outside, but in here, it's a freaking inferno. I'm stewing in my juices right now. Oh yeah, good old Regis Philbin, mayor of Arlia, or whatever this place is. Oh hey, shifted the camera angle. King of Cross, Continent of Liqueur. Yeah, I definitely know what those places are. It's funny because, like, the way this conversation plays out, it kind of sounds like he's about to accuse us of being a vagrant or something. $38C, Jesus. It might be 38C in here right now. It was like 20 today. Still shorts weather, but just barely. It was colder than that in the morning. It was somewhat... I mean, it wasn't cold or chilly or anything. It was like 14 and cloudy when I walked to work this morning. Man, I was late to work this morning, which pissed me off because I've been late to work a lot lately. I've been having a lot of difficulty getting up in the morning lately. And the frickin' McDonald's that I get my morning coffee at isn't helping me out at all. I had to shout at them to get my coffee this morning. I've never had to do that. That's right, only an alien would tuck in his shirt on the side like you. Interesting window design over there. That's right, how dare you not be our hero? What do you mean you're not a warrior? You like majored in warriorship in college, Claude. I do have an alarm. I just don't get up when it goes off. Oh, here we go. Explanation time. Oh, we do get a scene here. Okay, yeah, this is a lot less fancy than it is in the remake. Also, yeah, this doesn't look like a total ripoff of Final Fantasy VII anymore. I thought that was really strange in the remake. Like, this whole scene, I think it was animated. They show, like, a green comet. A green meteor that's very reminiscent of the one in the logo of Final Fantasy VII. And then they do like a close-up of the orb, the sorcery globe, and it looks like a giant piece of green materia. Oh, that make your coffee in the morning? Yeah, that's probably a good idea, actually. You know, that is a good idea. The problem is I've only got my Keurig. It's the portions that it spits out are kind of awkward. Like 1 cup isn't enough to fill a thermos, but 2 is too much. I'd rather just have a proper coffee maker. Animals turning into demons. So that was a demon ape we fought earlier. What are you talking about? You got the phaser. You're probably the most powerful being on this planet with that thing. Actually, I think he would still lose to Dias. Dias is like level 50 or some shit. I don't think that phaser would even scratch him. Also, he's got plot armor. I think it's literally impossible to beat him when we fight him in the arena. Oh, hey there. It's Claude himself. That's actually what we're here to decide, Claude. I'm not sure if I'm going to go in for the remake or if I'm just going to replay the PS1 version. That's kind of what I'm doing here. I played the original back in the day, but I haven't played it in probably about 20 years. I was impressed by the demo. I was really impressed by the demo. There was a lot of stuff I liked, but there were also a lot of little things that I didn't quite like as much. But again, it's been like 20 years, so like maybe the original has some problems that I've blocked out of my mind or something. One of them is definitely the writing. The writing is so much better in the remake. The remake, I think the dialogue is actually really well written and fun to read. There's like some chemistry between Claude and Rena right from the very beginning. I actually enjoyed reading their little interactions when she gives you the tour around the town. It was funny because I commented when we were playing the remake, it's like, oh, this is actually fun to read. I remember these scenes actually being really boring and time-wasting in the original. But yeah, this is actually great. Establishes some chemistry, builds up the characters. Then we played them again here in the original, and it's like, oh yeah, this is actually really boring to read. This is why I remembered these scenes as being really boring. Like, the dialogue is functional, and it like does convey like a bit of personality in the character, with the characters. Like, Crod says funny stuff like, what was that one? I can't remember. Something about how he's gonna get busted. Yeah, he's gonna get busted for a Prime Directive violation. Yeah, the way the dialogue is written here in the original, like, it really is just like the very picture of like a stereotypical literal translation that like certain types of people will complain about a lot. Where it's just like everything that people say is very just straightforward and functional. Alright, finally we're gonna get into some combat here. We're an hour into the stream, and we're only now getting to the world map. I said I was gonna speed through the text. And, you know, since we saw all this stuff when we streamed the demo. And here we are taking an hour to get through this intro again. Ooh, we got a sword. Alright. Crod is ready to advance forward. How many times will I make that stupid joke on this stream? Well, at least twice so far. Alright. Let's go! Oh, let's not go. Is this kid gonna make me stay behind for some reason? Old Neptunia games? What was wrong with old Neptunia games? I don't know the Neptunia series that well. Was it too literal or too localized? Oh yeah, Neptunia games are famous for like being full of like meme zoomer speak, right? Or did they not do that in the old games? Okay, so it's like one of those games where they just basically completely threw out the original script and made up their own dialogue. Oh, this world map is so good. I love the look at this. And then yeah, it becomes full 3D on the world map. This is like such a cool contrast from the towns and everything. The battle transitions are so good too. Let's be careful. Oh yeah, I was gonna try and see if there was some way for me to switch the difficulty to universe mode. Normally you need a completed... Oh yeah, I gotta fix my settings too. I think I changed to semi-auto by accident. Yeah, I accidentally changed to semi-auto. There we go. Actually, I will say, I think they kind of improved the world map in the remake. It's just more interesting looking. There's like more variety. Like the mountain ranges have a little bit more variety to them. The beaches. There's like stuff to find. You can see far into the horizon to some of the later continents that you'll visit. The remake actually improves the world map a fair bit. What is this shit? What is this fucking shit? Why is it making me double tap to attack the enemies? Oh, you know what? I think I pressed the wrong button. I think we're still on semi-auto. Targeting... Oh no, we want automatic targeting. I went the wrong way. Also, I think I want the normal camera. We'll play with it a bit more. There's nothing to find on the world map, by the way. It's not like a lot of modern RPGs where you can find treasure and, like, strong enemies and stuff. Actually, I think the remake adds stuff like that.
The enemy!
You can see, like, giant monsters in the distance. Also, hey, this is combat. This is combat in the original Star Ocean. No combos, no dodge button. It's just this. It's just like a straight-up slugfest. I'm deliberately trying not to use the phaser, but... who are we kidding?
Burn, mother!
Alright, that's fine. We saved. And that shows why you want to use the phaser in the early game. That goes to show why you should use the phaser in the early game. See how much harder it is in the original? Like, it's more like an RPG. Like, there's no timed dodge roll. There's no, like, combo attacks. It's just, like, slash, 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 or get slashed. Which I actually like. It makes it feel more of, like, an action RPG. Did you play on Universe difficulty in the demo? Also, how far did you play? I found that it gets really difficult, starting with the first boss. I actually took several tries to beat the first boss. Oh, I still got the wrong settings.
Burn! Burn!
Alright. And this is how you level up in the early game.
We have a full score with this.
Yeah, on Universe difficulty, the first boss is quite challenging. And then when you move on to the overworld outside of Cross, the monsters get a lot stronger. Like, I could not beat the monsters outside of Cross Kingdom without upgrading my equipment. There we go. Let's go back to auto. Yeah, I kind of wish that I would have switched to Universe difficulty. Oh yeah, so the kid in town gives you the advice to stay on the road and avoid the woods. I'm doing the opposite here, because I want to level up a little bit.
The enemy.
I'm not sure if it changes the encounter rate if you're on the road as opposed to the woods, but I'm pretty sure that you get harder encounters in the woods, like you'll see more enemies.
Unexpectedly weak.
For like an hour. I used to do that back in the day too. I used to do exactly that. And you kind of need to on universe difficulty. Because like I said, like there's no timed dodges in the original. Like especially in the early game, it's so nasty. Like every enemy in this first overworld section and in the first dungeon has a faster attack animation than you. Like watch me try to hit these guys. Like if they try to hit me first, they will get in on me. Okay, that guy's just doing nothing. That guy's just doing nothing. Okay, fine. If they want to do nothing, I'll just kill them. But if they decide they want to attack you, you can't really stop them. Like you can't run out of the way of their attacks. You can't hit them first. Like if the enemy decides to attack you, the only thing you can do is get hit. Which on universe mode means you're fucked, because you'll die in a few hits. You kind of have no choice but to abuse your phaser to gain some levels. Oh hey, we got some moss on these mountains. It's a nice touch. Yeah, I think there's a group you can get where you fight like 5 thieves. I remember game overing to those guys so many times.
Burn! Unexpectedly weak.
Hey, there's the level up. You know what, I think we're good with that. I'm not playing on universe mode, so I don't think we need to level up all that much. Also, we're not going into the first dungeon yet anyways. Also, let's check out our skills. Yeah, so this is the skill system in the original. It seems a lot more straightforward to me. Like, you get skill points, and you can spend them on these skills. I don't have enough to buy anything yet. Functionality is pretty awesome. 6 of every stat? Yeah, I'll save up for that. Actually, I'm curious to see if we'll get any fights on the road here. Okay, what are we gonna see?
Be careful.
It looks like it's the same groups. Actually, it's funny, on my old CRT, I thought these enemies looked a lot more menacing. You can kind of see their, like, cutesy cartoon eyes under the mask there. I never noticed those as a kid, because of my old CRT. It was kind of hard to tell what the sprites were supposed to look like a lot of the time. So I thought that these guys had, like, masks covering their entire faces. And they look kind of ominous that way. They actually look kind of intimidating. If you don't notice the cutesy cartoon eyes. I love the little icons, the little animated icons in the corner of every text box. That, like, arrow on the twirling globe just looks cool. I might try to gain one more level. Just because I want to start getting skills. Actually, you know what? We can buy new gear in this town. Town of Salva. Look, Salva has a different icon than the first town did. Yeah, yeah. Man, why does nobody in this game know what a machine is? What feels nice? Is this kid groping me? What the fuck? I have no idea what he's talking about. Maybe he's just wearing a particularly comfortable pair of shorts. I have no idea what that kid's on about. Freckled girl Yuki. I don't know what the deal is with these jams. That's a terrible amount of HP recovery. Maybe we can use them in a recipe. I'm pressing the wrong buttons. Won't I buy something? Okay, if you're gonna say it so adorably. I'll buy your jam. I love that. I love when shopkeepers in RPGs react depending on whether you buy something. The best for that is actually the lady shopkeeper in La Mulana. The one whose eyes get all demonic if you don't buy something from her. Oh, did I learn... We did learn Air Slash. I should actually probably grind that up a bit. If there's one bit of grinding I might want to do, it might actually be grinding up Air Slash. Oh, there's some foreshadowing. Father-daughter pair. Is that Priestess? I can't remember if she had a father. Oh, do I need... I do not. Actually, this is one bit where it would be a bit helpful to have those quest markers on the mini-map like the remake has. Oh. Because I can't remember what we're supposed to do here at all. I think it's in the mansion. I think we talked to the guy in the mansion. Ooh, free samples. Ooh. It didn't auto-equip that. I wonder if it sucks. Or maybe it just doesn't auto-equip accessories. This thing doesn't do anything. Oh no, it does do stuff. It gives me guts and crit, but lowers my ice, wind, and lightning resist. Also, check out all the weird elements in this game. We've got, like, normal, water, fire, wind, lightning, star, void, orb, or I think maybe that's holy, dark, and lighter cube. I don't know, there's some weird elements in this game. Ooh, she's got high-quality stones. Oh, too high quality for me. What does this thing actually do? One avoid. One avoid. One AC. Does that stand for armor class? Man, this game, implementing D&D mechanics decades before Baldur's Gate. Actually, there were D&D video games even before this game. It just might protect you. Oh wow, they sure do have a lot of stones here. Legendary herb that heals all wounds. Man, they do have some high quality stuff here. This doesn't do any... Oh, purifies body of poison. There you go. The blueberry heals double the HP of the jam and costs pretty much the same. Pressing the wrong button again. Yeah, sure, like all RPGs are, you know, are derived from D&D ultimately, but it's not that often, in fact almost never, I think, do you see D&D terminology in a JRPG. Like, JRPGs, especially at this point in history, are pretty far removed from, like, tabletop D&D. Yeah, there it is, AC. We've got an armor class of 20. Claude's heavily armored here. He's got as much AC as my old paladin. We can get ourselves a both shaver. Oh, I don't have enough money for the both shaver. I don't know why that name cracks me up so much. I guess maybe it's literally meant for shaving. It's like, hey, you can shave your left cheek and your right cheek at the same time. Do we have the longsword already? We do. Okay, we're gonna buy this shit. Oh great, we're replacing the sandals already. Nice, we just gained 7 AC. That's more... We're at 27. That's more than any D&D character I have ever played. Oh, so just to clarify, I'm not doing a full playthrough of this game. I'm just kind of scouting it out to compare it to the remake, because I was kind of curious. I will do a full playthrough of this at some point, but it's not going to be anytime soon. I'm mainly just doing this for the kind of compare and contrast with the demo. I'm gonna play this up to the point that the demo went up to, and then kind of give my final thoughts on it. Right now, we're actually playing, or we're going to be playing, starting on Wednesday, Sea of Stars. That's the next one on the lineup. And then, alternately from Sea of Stars, we're also playing Shining Force 3 right now. We actually just started Shining Force 3 Scenario 2 last Wednesday. Oh, this is actually good advice, actually, about the talents. So, where's the buttons? Yeah, so these are like different crafting abilities, I believe. And leveling up your skills will give you like a higher specialty level in each of these crafting abilities. I don't know which skills go to which crafting abilities. Oh, hey, Claude, thank you for the follow, much appreciated. Sea of Stars is so good. That's what I hear, and that's why I've got to play it. Actually, a bunch of my viewers jumped on the Sea of Stars bandwagon and were telling me all sorts of good things about it. Actually, other streamers I follow played it too and said it was great. It's by the guys who made The Messenger, apparently, which is another game that I really liked. I came from Linga to work here. Linga balls. Yeah, that sounded funnier in my head. Linga my balls. Yeah, that was definitely funnier in my head. Yeah, I was on the fence about Lies of P. I was quite curious about it, and I wanted to play the demo. I heard there was a demo, but apparently they took it down once the game came out. I was so annoyed by that. I was planning to check out the Lies of P demo last week, but they took down the demo once the game released. I've never played Bloodborne. I actually never owned a PlayStation 4. I disliked Sekiro. I disliked Sekiro a lot, and watching other people play Lies of P, it reminded me a lot of Sekiro. Which is the reason I was on the fence about it. I wasn't sure that it was really going to be my style of game. I dislike parry timings as like a central combat mechanic. It's just, I don't know, I just have a poor sense of rhythm, I guess. I just can't do it. At least not as easily as I would like. Ooh, free stuff. This table looks like it's got googly eyes on it. You guys see that? This table looks like it's like about to come to life or sing me a song, Sesame Street style. I know those are supposed to be teacups, but I can't unsee the eyeballs. Yeah, see, I was thinking I'd like to give it a chance. I was thinking it looks like it might be good and I should give it a chance. So the demo would have been perfect. And the thing that got me thinking about it was I don't think I told you this earlier. I was a total hater on the Star Ocean remake when I saw the first trailer. I hated the graphics style. I didn't. In general, I'm not a huge fan of the whole like stand-up 2D sprites in 3D environments, the kind of Octopath style. Yeah, 2.5D. Yeah. Especially with just way over the top excessive bloom and lighting effects. It just, I don't know, strikes me as really garish. Like the sprites don't feel like they belong in the world a lot of the time for me. I really, really disliked the way the trailer looked. But I decided to give it a try anyways. Actually, my original plan was I was just going to totally roast the Star Ocean remake demo. I was just going to play it and just go ham on it in detail about all the stuff that I hated about it. Because I assumed it was going to be total trash and that, just everything that they changed would be stuff that I hated. And it turns out it's actually pretty great. It's a really well-made cohesive package. They have a vision. They have a new vision for the game. It's very modernized. Feels like a game that could have come out today. But yeah, it's got like a very modern feeling combat system, but it yet maintains the spirit of the original. It's got like the same sprites. There was one trick that I found to make the graphics better. If you turn down the rendering resolution to 0.5, it makes the 3D graphics a little bit more grainy, as opposed to super smooth, and I think it looks a lot better that way.
The enemy.
The one biggest thing that I wasn't sold on was actually the combat system. I prefer the simplicity of the original game.
Looks like we won.
I'm sure that almost anyone will probably prefer the new one, but yeah, the old one was like more spammy and button mashy, and that's kind of what I liked about it. You're kind of changing the whole game tremendously by making it all dodge-based. Like, it actually becomes a skill-based game, sort of, as opposed to, you know, a JRPG.
Behind?
Behind?
Air slash! Air slash!
Whoa! Love that freeze frame.
Looks like we won.
I kind of started getting a better sense for the combat for the first boss fight. Like, it starts to jive a bit better at that point. The thing is, you actually kind of have to learn it. It's got a cool combo system. It has one thing that I like, which is like there's a chaining system that unlocks in the first dungeon, where it's like if you do combos on enemies, if you... Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. Okay, let's just spam.
Air slash!
Let's just spam. Thin the herd before they get here. Oh, fuck.
Burn!
Okay, we got this, we got this. Oh yeah, we can hold square to zoom out.
Air slash!
Yep, we found him. Here's Mr. Enemy.
Looks like we won. Hey!
Hey! Actually, one thing that I like about the remake, actually, is having the ability to assign points to your combat skills, as opposed to having to use them a million times to level them up. That's actually something I kind of generally dislike in RPGs. Games where they force you to spam the same skill a million times just to make sure that it stays useful. Secret of Mana was awful for that. Where it's like, if you're not going to use magic all the time, then you might as well just not use it at all, because it stays super weak unless you're using it constantly. Oh, Westa's freaking out. tie hen. Also, there's like new combat skills too. The new skill system in the remake is so different from the original. Again, I kind of don't like how it's more complex. It's like, oh, now you spend your skill points. Or I don't know, it's kind of cool. I guess the only reason I don't like it is because it's not the same as the original. Like in the original, you spend your skill points on your skills, like your scientific ability, your drawing and writing ability. Like those weird little crafting skills. You like work on your personality and your talents with your skill points. Whereas in the remake, you spend skill points for that, but you also spend them on your combat skill, on like your spells, like the skills you use in combat. And then there's also a whole list of combat passives as well, where you get like an improved dodge and improved combat stats and stuff. So like you've got combat passives, your combat actives, and your skills and talents. There's like 3 different things to spend your skill points on in the new game. And again, it's a cool system. Just like with the way combat works, it's like way elaborated and has way more depth than the original. But this, again, the simplicity is kind of what I liked about the original. I'll say this, they've definitely fulfilled their vision of taking the original Star Ocean and turning it into a modern video game. Like, the new Star Ocean remake just feels like a game. Like, it doesn't feel like a PlayStation game anymore. It feels like a modern video game. And I think people who like modern JRPGs, like the Octopath crowd, the Bravely Default, the Trails crowd, are all gonna love that. Me, I love PlayStation RPGs. I don't like that it doesn't feel like a PlayStation RPG anymore. I mean, it's good. It's quality. That's the thing I hate, is the low-quality remakes. I thought it was going to be that. Going to be like one of those lazy remakes, but no, they put so much love and effort into this remake. Like, I just can't hate it. It's like the most high-effort remake I've ever seen in my life. It's crazy just how much they did to try to modernize Star Ocean 2. So I hope it does well. I hope that people love it, but... But, like, I like PlayStation games. It's like, could you guys have put a little bit less effort in this? I know you guys are trying to appeal to the modern gamers, and that, like, the PlayStation was a thing that happened 20 years ago. But, like, could you have maybe just left a little bit more PlayStation in this PlayStation RPG remake? Hey, Zap. Modern RPG fans. I am so distanced from the modern RPG fan. What do kids even play these days? Those are like the only three that I know. Octopath Trails. I guess Shin Megami Tensei. Yeah, that's right. See, I had to do that so that it would match up with the combat voices. Some of them, at least. I think like half the characters say Crawd and half of them say Claude. Oh, I wonder if I can go sneaking through Rena's room now. She's kidnapped, so she won't mind, right? Okay. We're leaving Rena for dead. She totally won't mind if I steal her BlackBerry. Can I read her diary? Oh, well. Shit tons of bloom and dating sim mechanics. Yep, sounds like modern gaming to me. I've dabbled a little bit in some modern RPGs. There was one kind of like C-tier JRPG I played a little while back that got good reviews. Off stream, I didn't stream this one. It was called Fairy Fencer. Fairy Fencer F. It was kind of trashy, but I kind of liked it. It had a good combat system. It had a good positioning-based combat system. And like a really like just goofy, like just shonen action storyline that I found kind of endearing. I remember playing that and thinking like, man, if I had played this when I was like 14 years old, this would be my favorite video game of all time.
Air slash! Air slash!
Yeah.
Unexpectedly weak.
I was gonna make a BlackBerry joke, but I couldn't. I couldn't think of how to put it. Yeah. I was gonna make that same joke, but I couldn't think of how to phrase it. Oh, we're gonna lose our phaser if I go to the mansion now. Do we want to grind a little bit more? I do have my air slash. Compile heart game. Fairy Fencer F, you mean? Okay. Maybe I should try some Neptunia. You know what's funny is I've actually played some Neptunia games, but not any of the mainline ones. I played the strategy RPG. I think it was called Hyper Devotion Noir. I played the Dynasty Warriors ripoff. I forget what that one was called. It's like a hack and slash brawler action game. And I played the shmup.
Be careful.
And all three of them are basically terrible. All three of them are basically the worst games I've ever played in my life.
Air slash!
So I don't know.
We have a full score with this.
I don't know. Maybe the mainline Neptunia games are good. Maybe JRPGs are what that company's good at. How close are we to a level up? Let's just keep fighting stuff. I want to level my air slash. We'll just spam air slash till I run out of MP.
The enemy.
Oh, wow.
Air slash.
Enemies and enemies and enemies, and they keep dodging my air slash too. Oh, you know what? I could like AoE these. Oh, they can't even get through my new equipment. These guys can't even damage me anymore.
Air slash.
Fuck. Do I have to hit the enemy for it to count as a use? Okay, we don't go long range. Oh yeah, that's a little quirk of the skills in this game. You see it says like range long, range short, long, short, long, short. Some of your skills actually do different things depending on your range. So that's actually pretty important to get at the right range for the skill you're using.
Are you hurt?
Who's he talking to? Are you hurt? I think he's talking to his sword. We'll just keep spamming air slash. I'm not even using the phaser. We don't need to make use of the phaser. We've outgrown our phaser. If you use phasers and futuristic technology, then by no means did you beat the damn game. You know, this innkeeper looks the same as the innkeeper lady at Cross. The what's her name? Rena's aunt. Maybe she's like the Nurse Joy of Star Ocean, or there's just like. Also, her name is Rockhopper. That'd make a good AC name for Armored Core 6. Oh, I've still been obsessing over Armored Core 6, actually. In the end, I think my favorite thing about that game is actually the story, which is kind of weird. I wish I had paid closer attention to things on my first playthrough. I'm tempted to actually do another run through the game. Probably not on stream, but like just play it again on my own time. Just so that I can like comprehend the story better from the very beginning. Also, I've been developing a conspiracy theory about the true ending. That's pretty much what I've been doing at work for the last couple days, is just reading story discussions online for the various endings of Armored Core 6. Also, check it out, he actually blasted the lock off the door. You can see the hole where the handle used to be. Damn, we can't even threaten him with the phaser anymore. Should have pointed it at him anyway. Anyways, where's Rena? I've got a phaser, and it's set to deadly. Man, if only that jackass scientist could have charged my phaser a little bit more. This room looks completely different than in the remake. You know, I like the creepy gargoyle statue. I love that they, like, added... Like, I complain all the time about, like, remakes that suck the soul out of the originals, where they, like, gloss over or forget little details. The Klonoa remakes were awful for that, where they, like, stripped out a lot of the animations and stuff. Missed a lot of the details in the original script and animations and stuff. The Star Ocean remake adds details, like they replaced this generic gold statue with a big creepy gargoyle statue, which stands out a bit more to make it like easier to find the secret passageway, and just kind of gives off like creepy occultish vibes. Like it's kind of like kind of helps set up Alan's corruption or whatever. Like, oh, he's gone crazy due to the influence of the sorcery globe, and now he's collecting creepy gargoyle statues and using them as secret switches to an underground tunnel. Like, I don't know, I think it just, like, sets the scene a little bit better. I love this dungeon music. I will say this, the original soundtrack is, like, just 100% better than the remake. There isn't a single track that I liked better in the remake compared to the original. Also, we got those original save points now, too. We got the weird blue orb with rings around it. I don't know why they changed the save points to look like Xenogears save points in the remake. I guess they stand out a little bit more. They're a bit more obvious and easy to see, but, you know, this one stands out enough, and it looks kind of unique. I don't know, I like these save points. I don't know why they changed them. But yeah, have we equipped all of our equipment? I don't think any of these enemies have elemental damage. I'm gonna do this. I want the guts and the crit and all that. Also, do I have skill points yet? I can get scientific ability, but I think I'd rather have functionality. Someone wrote graffiti over the end of this hallway. Okay, this is where things get a little bit different. Navigating the dungeons is definitely way, way easier in the remake. God, they're just gonna throw a million of these fucking thieves at me. There we go, thin their numbers a bit. Actually, I think the better thing is to get aggressive before they try to attack you. Also, who cares? They can't even damage me. Hey, we found a useless decoration. Oh yeah, he's got guys guarding the main entrance. Yeah, the remake gives you a mini-map for the dungeons. I think it shows you where all the treasures are. And the dungeon is all, like, one continuous screen, too. Yeah, all of that just makes it way, way easier to navigate.
Unexpectedly weak.
Which I'm not sure is necessarily a good thing. I also... not sure if I agree with the decision to go with the on-map encounters, the way stripped out the random encounters. I know that's the style nowadays, and most people like it that way. Ah. Oh, it wasted the MP, too.
Unexpectedly weak. My strength!
Ooh, my strength. So that puts us at 17. Oh, we still need like 2 more levels for the functionality. But yeah, you see how in this old version I'm forced to take damage in combat? Like I've got to use items to keep my hit points up, like it's an actual RPG. These guys are funny. I don't even know if... oh, okay, I was about to say, I don't know if they even attack you. Apparently they do.
We have a full score with this.
I kind of wish I would have remembered to try and find a way to switch to universe mode. I mean, this game gets difficult later on. Like, you don't necessarily need universe mode to have a challenging time with the original Star Ocean. It'll take a while to get there.
The enemy.
But it would have kind of been neat to see it. You can't parse what he's saying. Right there, he said, Gah! There he said, ha!
We have a full score with this.
We have a full score with this. Honestly, I remember thinking the same thing back in the day. I could barely understand a lot of the voice clips. Yeah, for some reason, Claude has this thing where he grades himself after combat.
Oh, it's just them.
Okay, maybe I've out-leveled these guys. I love the way they have different voice clips for the strength of the enemies.
We have a full score with this.
Yeah, we got a full score again. I got a cold sore after this.
The enemy.
Ooh, Wolfman. Those Wolfmans were really annoying in the remake, actually. These guys have a weird animation that's difficult to dodge. And it's actually slow enough that I can dodge it in the original.
Looks like we won.
A lot of enemy attacks in this game are too fast to dodge. That guy, we can actually dodge. No dragons. Well, good thing I'm not a dragon. Oh, Dragon's Nest. I actually forget what we have to do to come back here. This might be an Ashton side quest? I found gold!
The enemy.
Nah, it's just them.
Uh-oh! How's this? We have a full score with this.
You keep saying the same thing. Do something different. Say that was about 50 points. Actually, I think the victory quotes depend on, like, how you did in combat. Like, the more damage you take from enemies, the shakier they are. Grandia does the same thing.
The enemy.
How's the remake change the battles? Well, the remake has a totally different combat system. First of all, you've got on-map encounters instead of random battles. You get, like, these little, like, purple clouds moving around the dungeons. So you run into those to initiate battle. You've got a combo system where instead of just spamming this one sword slash, he has a 3-hit combo, as opposed to just a single static animation. And the biggest thing is the dodge. Like, there's the dodge button, which is basically like a Dark Souls roll. If you time it just right, you'll like do kind of like a nothing personal kid behind the enemy, and then you can get like I forget what they call it. Like surprise attacks, basically. Counter attacks after you dodge the enemy. Like all this modern combat, all this modern video game stuff, you know? You got like your dodge moves, your counter attacks, parry, riposte. You can do, there's a combo system too, where you can like hit, you combo the enemies to hit these yellow orbs out of them. And then the more of those you collect, the more you build up your combo meter, and those give you different bonuses the more you fill it up. You like gain strength, and then defense, and then some other bonuses. None of that stuff is in the original. None of that stuff is in the original. The original is extremely simple. You have one basic attack animation, 2 combat skills you can equip, and that's literally it. There's like no combos, no dodging. It's very spammy, very mashy. Alan Tax. You know he's a douchebag when he's got tax right there in his name. Yeah, I remember this scene coming across a lot creepier in the original. Actually, I wonder if does this count as censorship? In the remake, he's going on about how he's going to sacrifice her. That's all he says in the remake, and I remember commenting on it at the time. It's like, oh, I thought this was some kind of forced marriage type thing, is what I remember from the original. And yeah, sure enough. Sure enough. Mr. Crawd! Yep, that's me. Yay! Dude's saving his game. Why did it play the save sound there? Oh, it doesn't do the big fancy animation.
This is bad.
I won't lose.
We're probably gonna destroy this guy.
Air slash! Air slash!
Oh, he literally can't damage me.
Air
Oh, never mind.
Heal!
Air
We need to get some distance from him. There we go.
slash! Air slash! Air slash!
Yeah, Air Slash barely affects the enemy at all in the remake. Oh god, he's gonna kill Rena. We're gonna demolish this guy. Oh wow, that was so easy.
Are you hurt?
Finally over.
I had to retry that fight like 10 times in the remake. Yeah, Air Slash barely affects him, but in this game you can stun lock him with it if you can hit him. Shooting stars!
Yes.
Yes. Rena has 2 increased. Almost there in the demo? Nice. Maybe you'll do better than me. I played very poorly. Again, I'm terrible with timing-based, like dodge and parry systems, so it took me way longer than it should have to figure out how to dodge the boss. It's very simple. There's only just like one timing you need to learn. Also, I was playing on Universe difficulty, so there's really no comparison between the difficulty of this game and the difficulty of the remake. Oh, is he fucking dead? Oh, he's alive! I like the little emotes that appear over the characters' heads. Hey there, Kazanone. How's it going? Yeah, that's right. You unlock the difficulty settings by beating the game. In fact, I don't think this is even... I can't remember. Do you default to Galaxy difficulty? Because there's an easy mode, too. It goes like Earth, Galaxy, Universe. Is your first playthrough on Earth difficulty or Galaxy? I think Universe might actually be 2 steps above the default. Unless Earth is easier than the default. That would be really weird if you had to beat the game to unlock easy mode. Oh, is that right? Only the PSP one had easy mode? Huh. I'd have to look that up. I wish I had looked up Universe difficulty before the stream. Ah, well. I don't know if there's a code or anything to unlock it from the very beginning. I guess I could just download a save file. Actually, I could use a Game Shark code. I know how to do that now in the emulator. That half-dead carpenter was named Boss Man. Yeah, what happened to that stone anyways? Does he still have it? Do we have it? That's actually one thing that kind of improved in the remake. Again, adding little details. Like, you can actually see the stone in the remake. You can see it's this little green ball that clearly, you know, resembles the sorcery globe. They add little details like that to enhance the storytelling. I actually really appreciate that. I think that's going to be the balance of the 2 versions. I think the original, in my opinion at least, the original has better gameplay, to my taste at least, from what I've seen so far. But the remake has much better script and like better sprite animation to convey little story details like that. I don't know which one I want to play more. I honestly don't know if I want to play the original or the remake. I'm torn. I guess I won't have to decide for a long time. It'll probably be quite some time before I get around to Star Ocean. I've got a list of games I'm working through right now. It's 10 games. We've done 3 of them so far. Shining Force 3 will be the 3rd, or the 4th. November 2nd? Is it that soon? Oh wait, no, that's not that soon. Yeah, that's right. We got October before November. We got a long wait then. Man, for them to put out that demo so early. I guess that's not that unusual. Yeah, demo about a month and a bit in advance. Sorry, is it just me or is there some weird filtering going on with the sprites here? I don't think I like this. I'm sorry, give me 1 second. I never noticed it till now, but now that it's like super zoomed in. Look at the software renderer. No interlacing. Maybe it's fine. I guess it's not like the PlayStation was incapable of sprite filtering. Yeah, I guess this is just how the game looks. I guess this is just how it is. It probably looks fine for you guys on Twitch. For me, Rena's eye looks a little bit fuzzy. Is there a lot of stuff coming out soon? We've had a lot of stuff recently. We had Sea of Stars, Lies of P, Armored Core 6, Baldur's Gate. Holy fuck. Holy fuck. This is like the greatest year in video games. I mean, that's an overstatement. But like, maybe the greatest like month and a half. That's a lot of bangers, just like back to back to back. We got anything coming up other than the Star Ocean remake? Nothing's coming to mind for me. Just a lot of stuff that's in the distant future. Eiyuden Chronicle, Mina the Hollower, Flip Witch, Forbidden Sex Hex. Yeah, stuff that's coming way in the distant future. Never mind. Don't look into it. It was a joke. It was just a joke. I mean, it's a real game, but... This is a selfish request. What's his excuse for making us do this again? Again, I think Claude's reasoning for going on the on this quest to investigate the Sorcery Globe is like explained much better in the remake. Claude getting all tsundere here. Don't misunderstand me. It's not like I'll be your warrior or anything, Baka. I'm not that audacious. That's right. He's definitely not going to save the world. That's right. Claude is definitely not going to save the world. Actually, I guess I should avoid spoilers. A lot of people won't have played this game before. I should not talk about stuff that happens later in the game. This is like a new, like a relevant game now. A lot of people are going to be playing Star Ocean for the first time come November. I think we're making about the same time that we did on the demo. Actually, we must have gained time, because I didn't take 10 tries to beat the boss. Right, because by the time we got to Cross, the demo was almost over. We ran out of time, basically at the very start of Cross Cave. Actually, the one thing about combat, though, I'm thinking about this now, the one thing about combat that's just way, way better in the remake is just that magic feels a lot better. Rena's press spell is actually really cool in the remake. And with the new break system, that's the other thing, is the remake actually has like an armor system for enemies. Where like enemies won't react to your attacks necessarily by default. You have to chip away at their armor, and then once you get it all the way down, you can stun them. And that's the thing with Rena's press attack. It actually has like a new function. It does huge damage to the enemy's armor so you can get those stuns pretty much instantly. And like, I love that. I love that they added some utility to the magic in the remake. I love that you could see their reflections side by side in the water there for a second. To be honest, I'm still torn. Like, this, playing the original here is really taking me back. I really want to, like, go on this nostalgia trip to experience the original Star Ocean 2 again, like it was back in the day. And yet I'm also really keen on this remake. There's so much good stuff about it. As far as what characters are we going to recruit, I could do like a total meme run where we just try to get as many mages as possible, because magic is god-awful in the original game. Honestly, I'd have to use a guide to even figure out how to get the party I want. You don't like the break system? Yeah, there's a lot of stuff that's kind of questionable for me about the combat system. It seems like there's more emphasis on using her skills, which is kind of a positive thing, I think. Like, it's often just too... Or, I don't know. No, it's kind of a negative. It's kind of too dangerous to just be slashing the enemies. Like, the original game was all about just running up in the enemy's face and slashing the shit out of their face. That doesn't work in the remake because of the armor system. Like, you kind of need to get, especially against dangerous enemies, you need to do that, like, dodge and counterattack, or spam your special skills, which is fine. But yeah, I'm repeating myself here. I just miss the simplicity of the original. I did kind of like the combo system. Like, you could do combos in the original game, but there was less incentive to do it. It is pretty satisfying to, like, set up a combo where you, like, do your 3-hit combo, knock the enemy up into the air with air slash, and then pummel them with the meteor fist once they come back down, and then air slash them again from a distance after you've knocked them away. Like, you can do combos like that, and the game actually rewards you if you do that. You'll get like a ton of those yellow orbs just come flying out of the enemy. So, you know, there's good stuff about the combat system in the new game. Also, it seems that the, like, magic is useful for getting around the enemy armor. Like, you can break the enemy a lot easier with Rena's press spell. I didn't get to use Celine a lot in the demo. I wish I had played a little bit faster. We were just about to go into Cross Cave and try out Celine, and then I ran out of time. Ooh, I like the sepia-toned flashback here. Interesting. Did they show this in the remake? Like, I remember this flashback, but did they show Rena coming out of what is obviously like a space pod test tube or something? Also, she looks adorable as a child here. Yeah, Rena's too young to know that she's adopted. At 17, she's too young. It's funny, we saw that pod that she came out of in the flashback. If Claude could actually see the flashback, he would probably immediately recognize it as, like, some piece of space technology. But, like, he's not actually looking at the sepia-toned flashback, he's just hearing the mayor describe it. No, I'm pretty sure she's 17. Claude is 19, and that's a pretty standard age difference for a Japanese RPG. You see this, like, almost all the time. The female lead is like 1 or 2 years younger than the male lead. Cloud I think is 21 in Final Fantasy VII. Tifa is 20. Aeris is 22. That's how you know that Cloud isn't gonna end up with her. She's a hag. I might have my numbers slightly off. Maybe Aeris was the same age as Cloud. Maybe they're both 21. Oh, did you guys see the speaking of Final Fantasy VII, did you guys see the controversy with Yuffie? It's not even a controversy. It's the meme traversy with Yuffie in the next FF7 remake. It just cracked me up so much when I saw it. With the belt. So yeah, like one part of Yuffie's design in the original FF7 is she got the really tight unbuttoned shorts. Like her shorts are unbuttoned at the top, which apparently was like the style at the time in the 90s. That was like kind of a certain type of Japanese girl would wear her shorts that way. And they kept the shorts like that for the FF7 remake DLC. They pretty much kept true to her original design, but you can see in the trailers for the new upcoming remake sequel, she's got a belt on her shorts now. She finally, like 25 years later, has zipped and buttoned and belted her shorts at long last, which I think is just funny. I'm not mad. I'm just amused. Both that people are upset by it and that they would bother doing it. And that they didn't do it for like when she first appeared. Like, who complained? Also, that was the joke that I saw. It's like, Nomura adds a belt to one of his characters. And the internet is shocked by this. Actually, one thing that did kind of maybe a bit wistful. She lost the single fishnet legging. Yuffie had like a fishnet legging that came like up to just above her knees, I think, in her original design. She doesn't have that anymore. Oh yeah, by the way, someone commented on the artwork in the background here. So I don't know if this game was like really big in Japan or what. There was both a manga adaptation and an anime for this game back in the day. I think it was called Star Ocean X, Star Ocean EX, if I remember right. The manga has a lovely art style. It's kind of like a show, got this like kind of shoujo romance look to it, where like everyone's facial features are super pointy, which I personally like. I think the manga's got a great look. I tried to watch the anime, actually. I downloaded the anime fairly recently, like within the last year. And it was just so goddamn generic and boring. It's like they took the story of Star Ocean and they turned it into like just the world's most generic fantasy anime. There's some fun. It's kind of like low-rent Slayers, basically. There's some funny stuff with Ashton. Ashton's definitely the highlight of the anime. surprised Pikachu face. Once again, I think this scene is completely unnecessary. It just shows what Rena told us in one sentence. I overheard my mom saying it one day. And then it just shows that happening. Belts, belts, belts. Man, there's more belts in chat right now than a Square Enix character, yeah. What's the best video game adaptation anime out there? Are you expecting me to say Fire Emblem? Because it might legitimately be Fire Emblem. I really like the 2-episode Fire Emblem OVA. I wish they'd have done the whole series. I wish they'd have extended that pilot to cover the whole first game. I thought they did a really, really good job adapting what, like, I think they covered like the first 3-4 maps of the game. Also like a bit of prologue too. The Fire Emblem anime actually does a really good job, like, setting up the story and kind of fleshing out the backstory and the premise of, like, what happened to Marth and his sister and the setup for the whole conflict that launches the events of the game. Like, the anime does a way better job depicting all of that stuff than the game does, with just, like, its very brief text crawl at the beginning. Also, great action scenes. There are some really, like, cool, dramatic sword fights in the Fire Emblem anime. Yeah, exactly. Like, yeah, Marth's sister is like this girl who shows up near the very end of the game. Like, if you're playing the game. But, like, the anime actually does a good job establishing, like, how important she is to him and to the kingdom that he's from. Was that a new detail that they added to the anime? I can't remember if they say in the game whether she was the one who got them out of there or not. That seems like the kind of detail that they wouldn't put in the NES game, since there's not a lot of text in the NES game. Is that a Japanese phrase? Is that some kind of, like, Japanese saying? You have to leave before you can say I'm back. What would that be? It's like you gotta say your Tadaima before you say your Okairi. Wait, did I get that backwards? I forget which is which. No, Tadaima is I'm home. What do they say when they're leaving? I can't remember. Also, Okairi is welcome. I don't speak Japanese. What's the thing that anime characters say when they're going out the door? Never heard of it being a thing? Yeah, me neither. In the DS remake, they have her in the prologue, but she doesn't help him escape? Oh, yeah. Oh, hey, we get our private actions now. The remake actually doesn't let you do private actions just yet. It was actually kind of weird. I wonder if it was a restriction of the demo or something. The remake gives you a tutorial on private actions at this point in the game, but doesn't actually let you do them. Oh yeah, so for anyone who, yeah, I guess has been following since I played the demo last week, So the private action system, which I didn't get to show off in the demo, it's basically just a different way to enter the town, where your party members all leave you and spread out across town, which gives you the opportunity to have little scenes with them. There are actually some unique scenes you can only get if you enter towns using a private action, some characters that can only be recruited that way. Some side quests, I think, that become available also. Oh, these kids belong to this guy. Cool, those kids don't have to be orphans now. Oh yeah, I guess that Rena is probably visiting her mom. Maybe she's in her room? Hey, there she is. Oh, cool, we're gonna have a scene. Claude, why did you just barge into my room? Oh, wow, she actually did. That is pretty much how this is gonna go. Eek! I didn't steal your blackberries. You can't prove anything. We caught her thinking about the past. Yeah, and then you get options like this, and this will actually affect the ending, potentially. Like, your characters will get paired up in the ending, depending on who you PA with and what kind of options you decide on. What about the past? What kind of kid were you? Fuck the past. How about our future together, my love? Did Rena like that? Lost inside your heart, huh? She's like, looking... Oh, that was it. That was the whole conversation. The future, I don't think she was impressed. I was trying to smooth talk her, but she was not impressed. Westa, what is Rena like? I tried talking to her about the future, and she wasn't interested. One thing that I actually kind of messed up the first time I played this game, it's not only talking to your party members. Like, talking to party members is not the only reason to do a private action. Sometimes NPCs will say different things and give you different side quests and such during a private action. At least as I recall. I just remember I like messed things up on my first playthrough by not doing more stuff during private actions. Did we get rested? Oh, we did. I think I want to spam all of my air slashes again. Oh, let's save too. Yeah, that's fair, Claude. I just didn't want her to be depressed.
The enemy.
Better be careful.
Air slash. Air slash.
Air slash is getting pretty beefy.
Looks like we won.
Rena
Yes.
is sassier than I remembered. Weaker than I thought. I was just like her tone when she says, "Better be careful." Honestly, the voice direction in this game is something else. It's something. Something or other.
Careful.
Heads up.
Oh boy. Man, this game just really likes throwing these guys at us now. Alright, let's time this shit.
Air slash.
Oh yeah, we just kill him. We just kill them if they're running for me.
Air slash. Air slash.
Yeah, they run at me in a straight line, I shoot them with air slash in a straight line.
We have a full score with this.
Oh, Rena's not doing anything. Do I ever set to manual or something? Or she might be set to heal only. One thing oh, recover friends only, okay. Which option do I pick for spam press? Aid friends? Maybe I just make her the leader. Wow, we got so many formations. I want her in the rear. Okay, it's line or nothing. Well, we don't want her in the center. Oh, there we go. Let's get a rhomboid combat formation. I pressed the wrong button. There we go. Going rhomboid style. Man, I played this game twice and missed... that was the thing that weirded me out. I never met Opera on my first 2 playthroughs. The requirements to recruit her are actually kind of really counterintuitive. I had to use a guide to find Opera. How do I pick my party leader? I guess I could just change it in combat. Oh, formation maybe? How do I choose which character goes where? Ah, there we go. Replacement. Yeah, I guess we just always pick, always control the character in slot 1. Oh, that's right. Spellcasters don't have access to, like, the quick menu. Also, she doesn't know press yet. So much for that. Okay, we'll just keep spamming air slash with Crawd then. Man, who did I all get on my first playthrough? I think it was like Celine, Leon, Bowman, Priestess.
Be careful.
Better be careful.
And the guy on the second planet who has his eyes closed all the time, like Brock. I basically got all the spellcasters.
Air slash.
I basically got all the spellcasters my first time through the game. Oh, I think I got the reporter lady, too. Was that it? Was that too many? I believe you can get 8 characters total. Once you get your 8th character, you can't get any more. You're locked out, I think, from all the other characters. In fact, I think you have to refuse some characters to get certain other ones. Maybe that's the thing I messed up. Do you have to refuse Celine to get Opera? I'd have to look up the requirements for Opera, actually. I can't remember how to get her. Alright, anything for Rena? Oh, she can get the leather helm, she can get the leather armor. But no Greaves. Nope, she's gotta wear them heels. Cool, Rena's invincible now. Actually, it's funny, she has 15 AC, which is pretty normal for a wizard. Or a spellcaster in D&D. Oh yeah, we went to the inn already. The Hopping Penguin! It's a great name for an inn. When I retire, I'm gonna open up the Hopping Penguin Inn. IRL. Popular as a gift, huh? Is that the point of the gem? Am I supposed to give it to Rena? That's a funny tavern sign right there. That beer mug, just sublime. It's like the barkeep got their baby child to draw that sign. Hey kid, draw a mug of beer for me. So that's why the guy was talking about people having no taste in food. I like how we got this little pulpit here. I guess this is where the mayor makes announcements or something. Is Alan the mayor, or is he just rich and has a big house? Also, I still think it's funny that he still dresses like a vampire, even after we dispelled the mind control or whatever. Also, the table still has googly eyes. I feel like we're being spied on in this conversation. Okay, when we do eventually get around to our full playthrough of this game, we're definitely recruiting Priestess. That's like the one character who's locked in. Just like 100%. If we recruit no one else, we're definitely recruiting Priestess. That just has to happen. We must say hello to Mr. Enemy every single time. Where does Rena like to hang out? I bet you she's chatting with Alan. Also, that dude's front steps are crooked. Why Priestess? Because she has the best voice. Also, I like her hammer attack. The bang bang attack. She might actually be one of the better characters in the game. I'm not sure. I feel like her attacks are all very strong. The hammer in particular is actually really spammable. Oh, what's wrong, Rena? Thinking about the past again? What did I tell you about that? Okay, let's see if we can smooth talk this time. Man, this girl's like thinking about her past as as a baby orphan child and her dead father and all this stuff. I thought that at the start of the game they said she was happy-go-lucky. Yes, my father was a great man with a cool beard. Okay, I knew we got to see the bridge of the starship at some point. I thought that this happened at the start of the game. I was surprised that we didn't open on the bridge at the very start. This looks so rad. I love the look of this starship. Kind of makes me wish that we got to spend more time in space before crash landing on the primitive planet. That's actually a common complaint of the Star Ocean series. People hear about Star Ocean and how it's like, oh, it's a science fiction RPG, and people get excited because that's kind of an uncommon theme for a JRPG. And then they actually play Star Ocean and like you crash land on a primitive planet within the first 10 minutes, and then it becomes kind of a generic fantasy RPG with like elves and magic and stuff, which is like kind of the, you know, what Star Ocean actually is. And then the science fiction elements kind of start to emerge later as you like finish investigating the planet you're on and make contact with like your civilization that you're from back in space. I think Star Ocean 3 actually maybe does the best job of that. As controversial as it kind of is, I think Star Ocean 3 might actually have the best and most interesting twist. And certainly the best build-up to it. Yeah, that's pretty much it. That's pretty much it. I mean, it's more than 20 minutes. Like, this game... I don't know. I'm not gonna say much about this game. I'm not gonna say much about this game, because, like, it's new. People will be playing this for the first time once the remake comes out. The sci-fi twist happens about halfway through this game. Although, it's debatable exactly how sci-fi it really is. Star Ocean 3, I feel like it was like the last, like 15% of the game is when the sci-fi stuff kicks in. Also, it's kind of amazing, like, how much of a twist it is. Like, the style of the music totally changes once you start going to the sci-fi dungeons. It is so cool. I remember the first one that you go to, the Starbase or whatever. It's like such a big twist. Like, when that music, that synth kicks in, and it's all like... It sounds so rad. The battle music changes, too. It's such a great... just such a great change from everything that came before it. And the build-up to that moment is done so well. And then they reveal what the end game is actually going to be about, and then the game loses some people after that. But I liked it. Wonder if some people feel the same way about Wild... Yeah, I actually talked about the same thing with Wild Arms. Where there's the original Wild Arms, at least, there's very, very little Wild West theming in Wild Arms 1. I don't know about Wild Arms 2 because I've never played it. Wild Arms 3 actually goes pretty all out with the Wild West theme. With, like, the way the characters look, the gunfights in the battles. Yeah, like the way the battle system looks, the setting. They go pretty hard on the Western stuff in Wild Arms 3, at least. Oh, wow. I'm controlling myself in a flashback. Wasn't expecting this. Protect the Commodore. I'm like the Commodore's bodyguard. I mean, the Commodore is like level 99. He beat the final boss of Star Ocean 1. He's 58 years old. Windsweeps! Thank you so much for the raid. How y'all doing this evening? What are you playing now? Is it still the Dragon Quest? Which one was it? 4? 5? I forget which Dragon Quest you're playing. All Dragon Quests look the same to me. Ha, everyone's talking about how I'm like how I got nepotismed into the Force. Well, isn't it nice for him to have a famous father? Dude, I didn't ask to be born to a level 99 Godslayer who was the star of his own JRPG. Wind sweep, wind sweep. Guys are sweeping in here on me. That was kind of a boring scene. Once again, an entire flashback to say something that was like pretty much covered in one line. People resented me because of my parentage. Thought I didn't deserve my rank. That's it. That's what the whole scene was there. Oh, and that's it. That was the whole scene right there. Cool, now it's Claude's turn to be sad about his past. Oh, Suikoden 5, nice. Did you finish 4? I can't remember. I don't think I saw you play 4. Or was that a while back? Maybe that was a while back that you played 4. You beat 4 and it sucked? Nice. I can't wait. I can't wait to play Suikoden 4. 5 is better? That's what people told me. Actually, when I played Suikoden 3, I had a bunch of people tell me that 5 was their favorite. 5 seems to be a very popular one. Oh, since we're playing the original, we can do some shit here. We can maybe get up to some shenanigans if we're badass enough for it.
The enemy.
Better be careful.
Alright, let's be careful. I'm actually going to save my MP for where we're going. These guys can't even damage me.
Unexpectedly weak.
I guess that's what you get for spending 10 minutes just vaporizing fools with the phaser outside of the starting town. Is this the way? Is there a map in this game? Oh, there is. Damn, that is so helpful.
Are you ready?
The enemy.
Alright, I am ready for the enemy. I love this battle system so much. Like, everything about it. Just, like, the simplicity of it. Just the spamminess. The aesthetics of it. The transition. The sounds. The music. Yes, this game is being remade. There is actually a demo out for it right now. I think it's called Star Ocean: The Second Story R. I actually played it about a week ago. Week and a bit. I was really impressed, actually. I went in expecting to hate it, as I hate most remakes. The big thing is, like, most remakes are just kind of, like, hastily ported over. Oh, sick music here. Check out the streams coming out of the mountain, too. Cool. The remake actually doesn't let you come here in the demo. The demo blocks this place off for you. Try to go in there and they're like, oh, this place isn't available in the demo. That witch is gonna kill us. Yeah. Oh, we're fine. We're laughing. Heal me. Oh, he's sucking my MP. Okay, we're not supposed to be here yet. This is not the next dungeon. We're not supposed to be here till way later in the game. Oh god, she's blocking me. Thankfully she... Oh, there we go. Get him in the corner. Thankfully this guy's stupid. This guy's too stupid to defend himself. Alright. Can air slash in the air? No, it cannot. But I can. Whoa! That's bad. That's pretty bad. How do I change characters? Help! How do I character change? Oh, we're pretty fucked. Tactics, escape. Oh, let's escape. Retreat! Man, we were so close. If only I had a resurrect. Oh no.
It's hopeless.
Yeah, it's pretty hopeless. I am without hope. I guess we'll load. Can I load? We'll load. Hopefully we get an encounter without one of those flying guys. But yeah, I was actually really impressed with the remake. I was expecting, like, just garbage. Just, like, low-effort garbage, like most remakes these days. And it's actually really impressive. It's, like, the exact opposite of low effort. It is actually extremely high effort, what they've done with the remake. They've added, like, so many cool little details. They've, like, completely revamped and modernized everything from the graphics to the combat system to the script. We're super fucked. Yeah, we're super fucked. This is too many enemies.
My body.
Woof. Destroyed. Was it Star Ocean 1 or 2? I never played a lot of Star Ocean 1. I actually don't really like Star Ocean 1. Or I guess the remake of Star Ocean 1 is good. I like the PSP version of Star Ocean 1. I don't know. I actually don't know if there's a high-level cave early on where you can get OP stuff. You can challenge this mountain early on for some XP if you want to. It's kind of difficult, as we're seeing right here. I don't even know if there are any good items you can get here. I think there might be. That'd be the other thing we could do, is just run from these guys and loot this place.
This is bad. Here's the
I would like to
enemy.
kill one of these guys. Heal me! No! Too slow. Okay, maybe we don't do this. Maybe we'll just go to Cross Cave. Honestly, I think the group we want is the one that we got in the first battle. With the witch and the balloon and the flying manta. Oh yeah, full voice acting in the remake too. Like every story scene is voice acted. Let's see if there's any items here. Let's just run from everything and see if there's any items.
I won't lose.
Oh, this would be the perfect group. We're gonna die though. They're gonna cast on me before we get out of here. Yeah. Oh yeah, I saw that. That was another thing in the remake. Yeah, you have 2 different options for the Japanese voices. Weirdly enough, I thought the old ones sounded better. It's kind of annoying how it reverts my controls on this loading screen. Maybe I should switch back to X button confirm. Oh, and as far as never having played a Star Ocean game, the remake of Star Ocean 2 is an excellent one to start with, I think. I'm really a big fan of what they're doing with this remake.
This is bad. Here's the enemy.
Look strong.
Oh boy. Oh, so close! That's fine. We'll live. We'll live.
Thank you.
This wolf is gonna destroy me.
Mother.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, we got destroyed. And yeah, if anyone here doesn't know what Star Ocean is, this is pretty much it. This is the Star Ocean experience right here. The game is not actually like this. I'm being stupid going into a dungeon I'm not supposed to go to. Oh yeah, I kind of want to check out the Divine Force. I never played 5, and I don't know if I care to. 5's got a pretty bad reputation. I played 4 back in the day. I'm actually I don't know. Am I a fan of 4?
Bad. Here's the
I'm an apologist for 4. I actually think 4 is really bad, but I like it anyways. Shit. Fuck. Gotta be faster on those heels, Rena. A lot of people like 3. Lots of people like Star Ocean 3. I actually like it a lot less than most people, I think. I couldn't jive with the battle system, but the story is quite cool, or interesting, at least. Battle system was too clunky for me. There's like they added all this kind of weird stuff, this weird like modern stuff where there's like a guard system and like weird combos. But it's a PS2 game, so all of that stuff is really clunky and unwieldy. Like, the way that you guard in Star Ocean 3 is by not pressing anything. Like, your characters have auto guard, but there is no guard button. So if you want to block enemy attacks, you, like, take your thumbs off the controller. Which is just a weird, counterintuitive thing that I could never get the hang of.
Look strong.
This is it. This is what we want. This is the perfect enemy group.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, do not get surrounded. Oh, he just wants my mips. This guy just wants to suck my mips. We can have him. I wish I didn't have to hold down square to get the zoomed out view. Okay, Rena, what the fuck? How do I tell Rena to do stuff? Okay, fine. We should get 1,000,000 XP for that.
Okay.
400!
Hey.
Cool, we got 1 level.
Yeah.
Rena got 3 levels. Boom. And she learned press. Alright, we're gonna press these fools. Now we gotta leave here alive. I actually forget how you learn new skills in this game. I think there are books. I think you purchase skill books in shops. Not that it matters. I want 6 of every stat. Thank you very much. Ooh, Rena's got totally different skills. She's got a kitchen knife, a recipe, and a good eye. HP restoration amount increases. That actually sounds really good. Oh, wait, does that only count for items, though? If that counts for her magic spells, like her healing spells, that's really good. Otherwise, that's really bad. Ooh, 20. Dang. Fucking yandere girlfriend skills right here. Yeah, I want to level up Rena's yandere-ness. 20 strength a point. She'll surpass Claude at this rate. And we'll test this out. Ooh, cooking specialty to 3. There it is. She's a 3-star chef now. We'll keep saving her points. Okay, now we really want to get out of here alive. Man, can you imagine if they let you keep the phaser to this dungeon?
Behind?
Behind? Oh god. Oh, more balloons. Don't mind if I do. Can these guys even damage you? Oh, I was gonna try to get Rena to stop being useless. How do I get Rena to stop being useless? I have no idea what the combat controls are in this game. I'm gonna have to look it up in the options menu. I could have sworn that you could change the character you're controlling. Hey, finally! Watch her steal the kill from me. Boom! Oh, that would have knocked him out too.
Weaker than I thought.
Yeah, you got him. You got him good there, Rena.
Oh, good.
Cool. And just like that, now we're set for levels for like the next probably 2 or 3 hours of gameplay. Awesome. And that's why you do the mountain dungeon. Or at least do like 2 battles in the mountain dungeon. We get some more skills to distribute. Ooh, functionality is getting expensive. Keep rocking that kitchen knife. Then what do we do? Oh yeah, let's try to figure out the damn combat controls. Character quick change, why doesn't it work? Or am I not allowed to use Rena? I fucked that up. There we go. Alright, let's make our way to Cross Kingdom. This is a green mountain. Oh yeah, this is cute too. The sun sets as you approach Cross.
Beware.
So that we can have our big romantic nighttime scene in Cross. How do I change characters?
Air slash!
Press.
We have a full score with
I guess I'm just not allowed? Maybe you're not allowed to change characters in manual mode? Let me in! That's what I get for trying to sneak around the moat. We'll end up making less progress, actually, because of that mountain excursion. We'll make less progress in 3 hours on this stream than we did in the demo. Alright, where's the inn at? Oh yeah, in the remake, this little scene here is pretty cute, actually. I liked Aunt Rachel. Oh, here we go. Actually, this scene's pretty good in the original, too. Absolutely not. No way would this guy be my boyfriend. Don't have to be oh so upset. Ha, what a loser. He just got rejected. Him? My boyfriend? Oh, don't be gross, Aunt Rachel. I would never. Absolutely not her boyfriend. Absolutely not. Sigh. Master Flack. Master Flack in the house. Oh, that's Dias. That's right. I forgot. Yep. Claude R.I.P. Death by friend zone. This scene has such weird vibes. All right, you fuck her good now, you hear? Yeah, of course. Oh, you know what? I didn't think of it. That's not really like just a random gag they threw in there about Rena being so insistent about Claude not being her boyfriend. Yeah, this is the beginning of the jealousy arc. She insists we're not her boyfriend and starts telling us about her super awesome childhood friend who's a master swordsman. We'll get to meet Mr. Flack later on in the tournament arc. I love the tournament arc in this game. It's actually so cool. Even apart from the battles just being fun, I love the whole storyline bit where like you've got to like find a sponsor in town and all that stuff. Meeting. I think you actually do get to choose a sponsor. I think if I remember right. Yeah, you choose a sponsor, and then that determines the equipment you get. Oh no, except that's right. There's one that's kind of the correct choice, I think. Actually, can you not choose the guy? There's the old blacksmith where, like, you gotta do something for him so that he'll forge you a sword, or his sword gets stolen or something, and you've got to retrieve it. But you might have the option to get sponsorship from one of the other shops, too. I can't remember. I always did the side quest for the old swordsmith, so I can't remember if you even had the option of doing the others. It was just a cool little story bit. I liked it. Then you get to do some fun tournament fights, and then you get your shit kicked by Mr. Flack. Just tell her it was good. Tell her I was amazing. Fine. Absolutely not. Sigh. I'm just gonna quickly get a drink. I'll be right back. God, I'm sweating. You know that feeling when like you sit down and your back is all cold? Because it's all sweaty? What's with this kind of heat at this time of year? Also, why can't it be this hot outside? We'll go looking around town after our audience with the king. Weren't we supposed to see what's his name here? Did I miss something? Did I fuck something up already? We saw Ernest in the remake. Yeah, we totally saw Ernest on our way to the castle in the remake. Did I do something to mess that up? That's actually one thing I was curious about. would be like I said, some of the character recruitment requirements could be a little bit obtuse in the original game. I wonder if they made recruiting characters easier in the remake, or like gave you some kind of notification for how to recruit them, like quest markers or something. Yeah, where the hell is Ernest? We got a little scene where we saw him walking through the street on the way to the castle. And this time we didn't get it. Also, I was marveling over all the neat little details in the castle here in the remake. I was talking about, like, oh, these cool pictures with, like, the little sprite art of the royal family, one of which resembles Claude. There's, like, all the people around the castle. Honestly, this castle looks a lot better in the remake. Like, it's very kind of, like, stark and plain in the original. They actually added, like, a lot of life and character to this castle, I think, in the remake. Including, like, all the little knickknacks and portraits and stuff on the wall. Anyways, I said at the time, like, oh, it's amazing that they've added this. Oh, wait, it's been so long since I played the original. Maybe this stuff was in the original, I don't remember. Yeah, not in the original. They actually added all kinds of cool details. Yeah, in the remake, you actually see a portrait of the prince, and yeah, he looks just like Claude. Just with long hair. Kind of makes me wish we had, like, a hairstyle option for the remake. Could play as long-haired Claude. This castle is so empty compared to the remake. Yeah, this is really impressive to me. Honestly, playing the original is just making me more impressed with the remake. Like, they added NPCs to this castle. There's, like, more people to talk to in the remake. Like, the castle feels a lot more busy, a lot more lively in the remake, and just looks cooler. I don't know, man. As much as I love the classic battle system, I might have to, for our eventual Star Ocean 2 playthrough, I might have to go with the remake. Feels wrong. Feels like it goes against my brand to against, like, everything I've been saying all these years about remakes. And, like, the spirit of, like, the original games. It's like, play the remake or play the original. Play the original, always. Except in the case of Star Ocean 2. And I did such a 180 on it, too. Like, I hated the remake just by watching the trailer. I thought the trailer made it sound awful, or made it look awful. And I actually played it. And it's like, oh, this is actually really good. And playing the original is just, like, yeah, making me appreciate the remake all the more with all the details and additions to it. It's awesome. The original's pretty awesome, too. Like, you still got fun little touches like that. Actually, you know what this game is also making me excited to play is Sea of Stars on Wednesday. Can't wait to play some Sea of Stars now. I'm just, like, in the mood for this type of RPG now. Oh, who's that? Tell me about the strange events. Actually, this is kind of a funny little change. So in the remake, since it's like widescreen, Celine is just standing next to that guard. You can still see her, but she's standing beside him. Here, because of like the more cramped screen space, she kind of shoves him aside. It's just kind of like a funny visual. I imagine that she's like flirting with him or something to keep him distracted while she eavesdrops. Flirting. Just slams him against the wall. Aggressive flirting. Also, from behind, with like her white hair and that hairstyle, she kind of looks like an old lady. She kind of looks like a grandma. You know, just her sprite from here. Also, she's apparently wearing like a shower curtain. Or like one of them, what is it? Yeah, like a portable curtain. Like she's some kind of magician. Oh, this is the part where the king gives us money. Yeah, we should get equipped before we go to Cross Cave. Remember when we played the demo and I totally didn't buy any equipment? I just skipped the equipment shop and went straight to Cross Cave and got demolished by all the enemies there. 600 full. And a passport! Majesty. Oh, Claude's on point with the bow this time. That's such a subtle touch, where he's like, forgets the bow, or doesn't know to bow the first time, so he's late with the bow. And then the second time, he's really quick with it. Like even before Rena. Yeah, he really didn't say much during that scene. Why are there evil skull gargoyles on the King's Bridge? That looks kind of weird. Boy, what's going on here? That looks like a pile of poop in the middle there. Once again, in the remake, it's more clear what they're fighting over. Very clearly a map or a piece of parchment in between them. Here it looks like an actual pile of shit. I like how this heraldic wizard is like calling him boy, talking down to him. And then Celine starts calling him boy too, once we get friendly with her. Oh, he's charging his laser. Yeah, I do need to invest in the fast casting skill. Whoosh. Do you ever see that guy again? Is he like the boss of Cross Cave or something? And then she picks up the poop. Lad? Oh, they transferred Boya as Lad in this translation. Yeah, just for that reason alone, we have to play the remake. Lad? Yeah, she talks like an old lady in this translation. It's funny because you can't really tell that Celine's supposed to be like this like sexy babe just by looking at her sprite. We've mostly seen her from behind and her white hair and granny haircut. Unless you've seen the manual, you don't know that she's supposed to be like this smoking hot babe. Ancient treasure. Yeah, counterintuitively, I think you might actually open up some other options if you refuse her here. Also, she's arguably one of the worst characters in the game, so there's good reason to say no here. But we're not really going to be playing much longer, so let's go. This is about as far as we played in the demo. Celine joined us. We went to Cross Cave. We got completely wrecked by the enemies there. Then we came back to town to go shopping, and then time ran out on the demo. Yeah, it actually took us longer to get here. I guess it's just because of all the talking I was doing. I spent a little bit more time grinding as well. But yeah, we spent more time getting here this time around playing the original than I did on the remake. I like the relationship between Rena and Celine here. The shade. Alright, let's leave and save. Maybe do a private action. Maybe that's how we meet Ernest. Also, what's Celine rocking right now? She starts at level 8. And no skill points. That surprises me. I thought that new party members started with like skill points according to their level. Oh, she starts with more skills. She's got level 5 aesthetic sense. She's a mature lady with an understanding of love and beauty. Doesn't give her no stats. Actually, okay, so mineralogy, if we want her to int better. She's got scientific ability. Fairyology? Shower curtain mage? Yeah, pretty much. Honestly, she looks even more ridiculous somehow in this version. Lovely. I could have sworn there was a way for us to get, like, character profiles or something. Like a write-up for each character. Maybe that's only in the PSP remake. Oh yeah, I forgot to check people's talents. Oh wow, Rena's very talented. She's got a sense of taste. She's good at eating food. Oh, they both got dexterity. Love of animals. An oh-ho-ho laugh? No, she's like, in the remake, she's the kind of character who calls Claude, boy all the time. She's like that kind of character. She's like the elegant, refined, and condescending Bishoujo. I just want to... Actually, you know what? I'm going to try this. I'm just going to go straight to Cross Cave. Oh yeah, we'll also do a private action quickly. Just out of curiosity to see if that gets Ernest to appear. Actually, private action is going to be kind of annoying sometimes. Like, you gotta hunt all over town to try to find out where your characters are. Oh, she wasn't hard to find. Cool. Good chat. Glad we PA'd for that talk. Yeah, there he is! That's interesting! And so this is the kind of thing I was talking about. That's Ernest. He's a recruitable character. I believe you need to get this scene to recruit him, along with a lot of other stuff you have to do. That's interesting. So it looks like they folded some of the town events from the private actions into just, like, regular town exploration. Yeah, that's an example of the sort of thing I was talking about, where you can see extra scenes in town after splitting the party that aren't necessarily related to your party members. And some of them are required for character recruitment. There's a lot of, like, just little things like that that make it easy to miss characters in this game. So yeah, it seems like they might have stripped the character recruitment events out of the private actions. That might actually be a good change. Whoops. I didn't mean to do that. I meant to open the menu. Does that say Itsum on the sign there? Litsum Trida with 3 dots. All the language of this game just looks like weird graffiti. All of the signs look like weird graffiti. They said Cross Cave was to the east, except the map rotates all this time, so I don't know where east is. Can I not get a compass on this map?
Oh, here's the enemy. There's the enemy.
Interesting. Here's the enemy, there's the enemy.
Thunderball!
The remake had different enemies in this region of the world. We were fighting the knights with the boomerang swords just outside of Cross Cave. I mean, again, the world map is pretty much completely redesigned from scratch in the remake. All these treasure chests have been opened. Nope, not this one. Well, someone took the big one. Alright, what are we fighting here?
Here's the enemy.
Carrots.
Careful.
Lots and lots of carrots. Also, this is a perfect illustration of the thing I was saying when we were playing the demo. The reason my magic sucks in the original. Yeah, this is why I hate magic in this game. You can see how not all spells are like that. Like the Thunderbolt just zaps them and doesn't pause anything. But yeah, a lot of the bigger spells will just completely pause the action for the whole animation, and I hate it. And by the time that you get to the end of the game, all the strongest spells are like that. And they all do crap for damage.
Heads up. Looks like I must fight.
Air slash!
Thunderball!
Yeah!
Air slash! Ha!
These guys are easy. I didn't even need to upgrade my equipment. So you can get away with not going shopping in the original. Woo.
Heads up. I
More
have
carrots.
no choice.
Air slash!
Press.
Damn it, stop pressing, Rena. 10 tons. I wonder if as we level up the press, like the weight, the number on the weight will go up. It's like go from 10 tons to 100 tons to 1,000 tons. I need to figure out how to change characters in combat. Aid friends. Attack till all MP are gone. Nice. More treasure. Is it possible to play as the other characters? I'm sure that it is, but I can't figure it out. It says that L2 is the button to change characters,
Press.
but it's not working. I can't figure it out.
Press.
Like, am I missing something? Is there another button I have to press?
Heal. Heal.
Oh, someone's getting rocked over there.
Thunderbolt.
Circle? Circle in the directional buttons? Maybe. Circle is the attack button. Ah, cancel! There we go. That's right, I flipped my confirm and cancel buttons. There we go. Okay, it's X. What does L2 do then? Oh!
Well, that's
Is it
somewhere
already
around 80
finished?
points.
Okay, L2 is like a quick change, I think. We'll experiment with that again. Although you don't really want to use spellcasters in combat because you have to constantly go to the menu to use their stuff. Actually, maybe I don't. Okay, what if we put Rena in front? Nope. Well, okay then. Let's see if this works. Let's see if this means we control Celine. In the remake, the way skills work are consistent between characters. Like even your spellcasters, you just map their spells to the shoulder buttons.
Here's the enemy.
Things will work out. Air slash!
Press.
Air slash!
Get him away from me! Oh gosh, you didn't even have to reach to get to him. Okay, let's use some heraldry.
Fireball.
Boom.
Air slash!
Oh, we firebolted him! Yeah, there we go. This is how you do magic in this game. This is how you do magic in this game. Just keep going to the menu.
Okay.
Do we not recover MP after combat? I could have sworn that you do. You get a little bit of HP, but I thought we got MP too. Maybe our max MP is too low to get anything yet. Honestly, I think the changes to magic alone in combat
Are you ready?
kind of put the remake over the original for me.
Thunderbolt.
Oh, nice. Thunderbolt. Don't miss. Whoa. Okay, this is one other thing about the combat system in this game. Whoa.
Air slash!
Okay, yeah, we can hit L2 to toggle back and forth between our last selected character. It's actually really handy. Bonk.
Well,
One other thing about the remake, too, is you can recover MP by dodging enemies. Hey, Bio Billy. Welcome to Star Ocean 2. The real Star Ocean 2. We actually get to do Cross Cave this time, since it's super easy compared to the remake. Where are we going? Love the look of this place. Still got your PS1 copy? I don't think I have mine.
Here's the enemy.
Things will work out.
I'd have to look, but I'm pretty sure I sold it with most of the others. I do like this game quite a bit, but like it's not my favorite PS1 RPG. Like hell, I sold fucking Lunar, which I kind of regret. I got quite a bit of money for Lunar actually. Not sure if I regret selling Lunar. Like I can still play Lunar. That's the thing. That's the thing. It's not like I got rid of my PS1 games. Like I can still play them anytime I want to. The only reason to keep the physical copies is for sentimental value, for me at least. And I do like Star Ocean quite a bit, but it doesn't have that level of sentiment to it. Lunar does. Lunar has that kind of sentimental value, but that game also has monetary value, so yeah, I sold that one. Oh, you finished Lies of P? Nice. Is that like a shortish game, or have you just been playing a whole lot of it? You bought Lunar 1? Nice. Have you played it yet? 30 to 35 hours? Okay, that's pretty reasonable. That's like half a Souls game. Save time. Oh, are you gonna throw a boss at me in front of the save point? Would you do that to me, Star Ocean? You told me about it? I think you did, because I remember we were talking about it. I was asking you about the price, and we were talking about like the different ways you can get that game, or like the different versions you can get with the non-special edition packaging. But I can't remember if you had played it yet. Big boulder. Had all the discs. Nice. I mean, that seems obvious. Like, I bought a copy of Lunar with one of the discs missing. But, like, for anyone who doesn't understand, like, Lunar had bonus discs. There was a soundtrack disc and a making-of documentary disc. So, yeah, getting all of those in there also is a swell deal. I like that documentary so much. Just, like, some of the comments you get from the devs, especially the Japanese developers. It's just like pure gold in those interviews. Actually, there's developer interviews in the manual too. The manual has some really good stuff also. Yeah, I thought there was a boss fight in this dungeon. Like double gargoyles or something. Also, this rock looks like a giant broken tree trunk. You streamed it, right. Surprised Rena didn't freak out that she called him darling. And then the cave collapses. Oh! Alright, into the green light. You sure do need to find an affordable copy of Lunar 2. I actually still want to play the PS1 version of Lunar 2. Maybe on stream, maybe not. I'm glad I played the Sega CD version. That was really interesting. To play a slightly different version of Lunar 2. Oh, and that's our 3 hours. That's right. I had a long intro, long intro on today's stream. So yeah, this is about as much as we played in the demo. We can push a little bit farther. We can finish this dungeon.
Here's the enemy. Better be careful.
Are worms weak to fire? I feel like worms should be always weak to fire in RPGs.
Fireball! Press!
And now Rena's run dry. My healer has spent all of her MP on presses. Uh-oh.
Fireball!
Oh, 2 for 1.
Fireball!
Oh, nice. It missed the one I was aiming at and hit the one behind. Sea of Stars is going to be Wednesday. Yeah, we'll do that. Probably all day Wednesday. Oh, look at all that stuff. Green barrel.
Here's the enemy.
So like 2/3 of my party are going to be useless once they're out of MP. Oh god.
Take that!
Fireball!
Hey, 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 hey.
They were weak.
With this.
I did it!
Cool.
Oh, good.
Canadian Celine bonking the shit out of that worm there. A. Hottleberry. Oh no! This treasure box is empty. Man, Crawd is really bummed out that there's nothing in this treasure chest. Oh. Oh no! Look at the bare asses on those gargoyles. Gotta put a content warning on this stream.
Stay focused.
How do we know they look pretty tough? We've seen nothing but their asses so far. Oh, we got more stuff. Ray! I thought it said it damage all enemies.
Ouch!
I'm
Ouch!
so sorry.
Shouldn't these assholes be saying sorry for not protecting me? We're gonna lose. There we go. So as much as I bitched about spells, interrupting combat and everything, the animations are pretty cool. I do like the animations quite a bit. They're tactically useful also. Like if you're... You can get stun locked pretty easy in this game. Like you can stun lock enemies really easily, but you can also get stun locked. So interrupting the enemy with spells will kind of prevent your frontline fighters from getting stun locked like that. Oh, these guys. Whoa! Save me, Crawd! Alright. Come on, she'll be your girlfriend if you save her. Hit him with the A's! Oh, you know what? Yeah, Rena's the only one with full hit points here. Shit. Well, at least that'll stop him from getting any attacks off. Oh, there we go. Gotta hit him from behind.
Well, that's
Wow,
somewhere around 80 points.
that was intense. Really? You think that was worth 80 points, Claude?
My strength!
And that was with the grinding on the mountain there. We're like 4 levels higher than we should be. Woo. What do we want to do? Oh, can I arrange this shit? Sort. Yes. Is there a better method of sorting? There we go. Best sorting method is at the end. Oh, we do have a resurrection bottle. Oh, that's right, the portraits. This is so weird. The portraits get consumed if you use them. It's like once you look at the painting, it just dissolves. It's like burn after looking. Oh, learn mental science. Oh, only for one person, though. Shoot. We've only got 2 blackberries. I guess we'll just... Ooh! Those don't do very much. Okay. This is kind of like a real video game now. There's the good stuff. So was that boss fight optional? I could have just not opened that treasure chest. Oh, what button is dash back to on Mega Man X? Hey! 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 Nice. Unfortunately, R is the correct answer. I'm so sorry, the card says R! Now we're looking for a linguistics scholar? Man, this Celine chick is more trouble than she's worth. Oh, you know what? I think we need Crod.
I have no choice.
No, Crod will do his thing even without our help. Rena won't do shit unless we tell her to. You know what's funny is her range sucks, but she's actually got a faster attack animation than Claude. So she can actually be better at stun locking these early game enemies than he can. Claude's attack animation is actually quite slow.
Better be careful.
Air slash!
Also, Celine is apparently just garbage at attacking. Her attack literally doesn't even have enough range to attack the enemies sometimes.
Unexpectedly weak.
It is kind of stylish though. She just kind of slaps him with the staff. Is there anything else to do in here? Also, this game doesn't have anything like a warp wire or escape ladder, does it? We just gotta walk out of the dungeon. Like some kind of chump playing a non-modernized video game. I wonder if they've changed that in the remake. If you can, like, fast travel or warp out of a dungeon using some specific item. Is there something like that in this game? I got a useless decoration. I got a mineral. Doesn't look like any of these is gonna teleport me out of here. Also, I'm tired of using Celine. Okay. She's out of MP. Throw your body at them, Celine. There we go. All of you. Put your bodies into it.
Here's the enemy.
Things will work out. Air slash! Air slash!
Man, everyone's Canadian in this game. Hey! Hey!
You're too easy. I deserve this.
Cool. Celine totally deserves these 10 points. Actually, a few people gained levels here. Celine's got some. I mean, she's not casting spells right now, so I guess we can hold on to these level ups at the moment. Ooh, Crod's got some stuff to spend. Probably just give him another functionality. 6 of everything. We got ourselves a functional Crod. Since she's punching stuff... Oh, she only has 19. Okay, we gotta buy some skill books once we get back to town.
Here's the enemy. Better be careful.
We're pretty much just spamming circle here. I wonder if I could get the AI to do this for us. Could I go just full auto combat? How would I do that? Strategy. Maybe there's a button I can press. Yeah, I don't know. Can I relinquish control of my main character to the AI? Oh, I'm glad we didn't miss that. Glad we didn't miss our item.
The enemy.
Better be careful.
You know what? I think your characters
Oh, good.
run a little bit faster if you tell them to attack. Like, just using the D-pad to run forward, I think is a bit slower. Is this fire or crystals? Is this gonna hurt me? Oh, I guess we'll find out.
Here's the enemy.
I think
Better be
that
careful.
was a coincidence.
Air slash! Air slash!
Come on, do a golf swing. Just golf him while he's on the ground like that. Okay, this is just weird looking ground. Was this the entrance? Nope. Wow, this place is bigger than I thought. This is like a real
Yeah.
dungeon.
Better be careful.
Air slash!
Okay, we'll let Rena go in first. Nice. That worm's got a big. That worm's got a big mouth. Cure poison. Do the enemies poison in this dungeon? Hey Vince, how's it going? How do we get down there?
Are you ready?
Must be
I
another
have no
entrance
choice.
over there. We got no choice. I mean, there's always a choice. We can just run. I will never hit this damn slime. Good job, Rena. Chillin'?
Like we won!
Word. Me too. Actually, I'm not really chillin'. I'm roasting. I'm cooking is what I'm doing. What? He's starting Legend of Legaia? Shit. Kazi, why didn't you say so? I guess I could have asked. I guess I could have asked. Legend of Legaia, good choice. I never finished that one back in the day.
Behind me? When did
I rented it a couple times, but never actually finished it. I liked Legend of Legaia. Good game. Like, good soundtrack, good story, good battle system. Legend of Legaia basically has the good version of Xenogears combat system. Like everything that Xenogears was trying but kind of failed to do with the martial arts combos, like Legend of Legaia took that and made it awesome.
Looks like I must fight.
Challenging game too, from what I remember.
Unexpectedly weak!
I remember having to like retry boss fights multiple times in that game. There's this Minotaur that wrecked my shit a bunch of times that I remember. Woo. Man, the encounter rate in this place.
Heads up. I have no
We
choice.
might not survive at this rate. Oh god, he's after me. That's kind of the strat in this game a lot of the time. If the enemy's gonna target you, you just kind of run in circles and wait for one of your allies to bonk them. Because that'll reset their targeting. Huh? How do we get to those other treasure chests, though? I saw treasure chests in that other room, and I don't know how to get to them.
I have no choice.
Honestly, it's probably not that important. How does Claude still have so much MP? Okay, there. Answer is that he doesn't.
Hey!
He's got 0 now. Oh, and he just got it back. Alright, are we out of here? We out of here. And that's it. We survived Cross Cave this time. Hey there, Shrikewill. How's it going? One thing I'm kind of afraid of is that, like, in some way, the Star Ocean 2 remake is gonna, like, fall apart somehow. for the portion after the demo. Like, I don't even know how. Like, maybe the balance is way off somehow. Or like the game gets way too difficult or way too easy or something. Or, I don't know. Like, what if it stops being good after the demo? I kind of doubt that. It really looks like a high quality package. I really, definitely have her join. Nah, screw you. Be gone, thought. Actually, nah, we're good. It'll just be me and Rena. You can fuck off now. Okay, at least she's nice about it. Rena's just like, bye, bitch. Oh yeah, you realize she took the ancient writings with her. Oh! Fucking thief. I mean, we did kind of agree to help her get them. Maybe I could do like side-by-side playthroughs of the original and the remake.
The enemy.
Make like different decisions in both of them. Oh, we got all of our shit back. The fuck? Bitch going crazy! Okay. I was nervous for a second when I saw new enemies, but these guys are easy. Seeing palette swaps already. Okay, we can go back to Cross, buy books, buy gear. Although we're not really doing any of that right now. What I'm actually gonna do, check out that low poly castle. I love the way I love the way this world map looks. Just like the colors, the full 3D. They were unexpectedly weak. Okay, these guys will be expectedly weak. Yeah, these were unexpectedly weak.
We have a full score with this.
We full scored them. They're weaker than Rena thought. Oh, Rena, you just gotta have confidence. Alright, that's farther than we played in the demo. So yeah, that's it. That's our taste of Star Ocean 2. There's positives and negatives of both the remake and the original. On the balance, I think I'd actually give it to the remake, which are words I never thought I would ever say about any video game. But yeah, I actually think they did a lot of good stuff with the remake. The script is the one big thing that does it for me. I think the retranslated English script is really, really good in the remake. Also, I kind of like the graphics. Like, not even necessarily like the style. Like, I still have some issues with the integration of the 2D sprites with the 3D and like the weird lighting and bloom effects. But like all the little details they added to the environment. Like just like the layout of the buildings and the towns is a lot more visually appealing. Like there's actually some artistry that's gone into the remake. I really like it. The battle system I'm kind of questionable on. I think I do overall prefer the battles in the original. And that's kind of the main thing that's kind of drawing me to this. And this is just like on the default difficulty. I think I would have actually enjoyed this more if we would have, if I would have remembered to set up for universe difficulty. But yeah, that's it. That's the Star Ocean, and we'll probably not be seeing it for a while yet because we still got a bunch of other games to get through. But we got some. You know, the remake's not coming out till November 2nd. I'm gonna be done Sea of Stars by then. To be honest, I might even be done Shining Force. Like, we're what, halfway through Scenario 2? Already? We're like halfway through Shining Force 3. We could potentially be done with, like, Scenario 3 of Shining Force 3 at around, like, early November. There's a shot. There's a shot that we could fit Star Ocean into our schedule here, but I don't know. We'll see. we'll see how it goes. If I do stream again later this week, it'll probably be Bokosuka Wars, but that's probably not going to happen. So probably the next time I'll see you is Wednesday for Sea of Stars. I gotta work tomorrow, so yeah. Is it a Sea of Stars or an Ocean of Stars? I mean, Star Ocean is the bigger one. Well, you gotta start sailing in the sea before you can move on to the big wide ocean. We'll look at it that way. Alright, I'm going off to bed. Thank you all for watching and enjoying this teaser, this comparison of the original Star Ocean and the remake. Thanks again for watching. Yep, have a good night, y'all, and I'll see you next time.